shit. Talk that same shit. If all y'all was in the comments earlier and had something to say, y'all should have something to say right now.
He's amazing, man. I'm so proud of him.
That put together a great game plan, and my team put together a great game plan to, handicap him and, to, not feel his power as much as possible. And, I don't want to disrespect him or, say anything bad about him because he gave me the opportunity. And I'm able to be world champion and be the man of the division.
B3 Pick CV, man, we back again. Y'all already know it's a road show. I'm moving around. Hopefully the audio coming through. Man, y'all tap the like button, follow the channel. Salute to the family. Tim Layton already done pulled up. Listen, it's still no shave November until tomorrow, but we're going to get cleaned up. You already know. Let me drop the link for anybody that want to pull up today and show love, support the grind, help the channel grow. I appreciate everybody. Let me say this. Yesterday was a great day. I got some good food in me. Shout out to Mon Dukes, and we working, man. Salute to the family, Justin James pulling up. What's good, Justin? Salute. Yeah, I had to take the day off yesterday for Thanksgiving. I worked a little bit. I moved around, made a few dollars, but I didn't go live, out of respect. Everybody, hopefully y'all got to enjoy y'all family, y'all loved ones, things of that nature. So that's what it is, man. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We working, man. Let me say this real quick, right? Shout out to my brother Job, man. Shout out to Jarrell. Y'all know Jarrell, man. He just had successful abdomen surgery, pulled a tumor out his abdomen. God willing, I'm just praying that it's not cancerous. But he did put out the GoFundMe, so y'all support, man. You got a few dollars. I send a few dollars. You send what you can. Everybody gives something. If it's on your heart to give, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? I ain't even started hitting y'all up. Hey, listen, I'm on this road. We working. But I need a cash shot. Nah, salute to the family. Nah, I appreciate y'all just pulling up. Hey, listen, it's a lot to be thankful for. It's good health. Uh, we had the sport of boxing is thriving right now. So, I mean, families is good. I ain't heard of nothing, no tragedy happening in nobody's family recently. So that's a lot to be thankful for, man. So to the family, Justin James, man, we working. Hey, so now just to get the boxing right, and shout out to all the good brothers, everybody that supports, all the queens that's gonna pull up and support today. I appreciate y'all for showing love. Listen, Rollie has two offers, man. Rollie got two offers, two options right now, two big fights. I want to know in y'all opinion, who would y'all take? So Rollie has on the table the Hall of Famer, the legend, the future Hall of Famer, the legend, Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao, the Filipino great, who just fought to a draw with Mario Barrios for the 147-pound title. And on the other hand, he has one of his childhood rivals, one of his sparring partners, one of the guys that he grew up with at Mayweather Gym, Devin Haney, the Dream. I believe Devin now 33-0 with 15 KOs still. So Devin got to get a KO here soon. What's going on there? We got to step on something real soon because your punch, his knockout ratio is going to look real UK-ish, man. With all due respect. He said, facts be three. Every day that God wakes us up and give another day is always a blessing, 1,000%. That's a fact, 1,000%. I'm in full agreement, man. I'm in full agreement. But that's what it's about. So I want to know, I mean, so we seen Eddie Hearn. Let me play Eddie Hearn and Conor Ben, man. They was calling Devin style boring. It was being real disrespectful to the young champ. I need to know, in y'all opinion, would y'all rather see Rollie versus Pacquiao or Rollie versus Devin Haney? And y'all see the thumbnail. Devin got support now from the people. I believe. Uh, the shout out to the Cali fans. Shout out to all my brothers in Los Angeles. Shout out to High Rod, Mr. Shelton. I think they gonna support the dream, man. Or do they still got Devin Haney pick versus Ryan? I need to know. Pull up. Hey, come out of the bushes, man. Pull up. We ain't heard from Hot Rod. I seen Mr. Shelton last night. He was on TD. Shout out to my brother TD. Make sure y'all lock him with TD Sports Talk. Uh, I seen Mr. Shelton last night. But they said this is what they said about the style, man. It's unfortunate. Shout out to we gonna build the fights though, man. We gonna support boxing. We gonna build these fights up.
We've spent a lot of time with professors in the game and learned this craft.
I'm hyped now. Listen, talk that same shit.
I give Devin respect. He's become a 3-division world champion, but it ain't good to watch.
You're full of shit.
Conor Benn and Devin Haney, no love lost there.
Yeah, man. They tried to say the champ was born, man. Oh, shout out to Tim Lane. Yeah, Tim Lane said the Rollie dead. Yeah, he said the Rollie dead. Okay. Yeah, Rollie versus dead. That's the bigger fight in my opinion. I think that's the fight that'll really galvanize the fan bases. Devin Haney is really coming into his own. Now I believe he just turned 27, so he's really stepping into his own in the sport. It's been some years. He had to do some proving it for the people and the public. He had a tough fight. Got knocked down against Ryan. He had to show heart in that fight, and now he's bounced back to become a 3-division champion against Brian Norman Jr., the assassin. So. Yeah, I would much rather see the Devin the Dream Haney versus Rollie next. Hopefully they can line it up for February. And Barrios, Manny Pacquiao, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. I don't know. I don't know what I want next for Pac-Man, man. That was a tough fight with Mario. It looked like he almost got the job done. Yeah, it looked like he almost got the job done versus Mario. So, do y'all want to see Manny Pacquiao back? That's what I need to know, man. I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, yes, I want to see Manny Pacquiao back. This is how they should do it. If I could have my way, this is how I would do it. Run Devin Rollie, rematch Pac-Man Barrios, and then do Ryan Conor Benn. Ryan, yeah, do it that way. Run it that way. Yup. So that way Devin can fight another puncher who just coming off a win, who just won a title, so they'll be unifying the titles. Then you got the fight, the influencer fight, the guys that they say Conor Benn is a huge draw in the UK, and Ryan Garcia, he has a huge fan base. He brought a lot of young eyes, young fans to the sport of boxing. So Ryan versus Conor, and then do the legend. Let the legend get a run back, get a rematch with Barrios. Or they might flip it on us and do Pac-Man versus Conor Benn. They might end up doing Pac-Man versus Conor Benn. We gotta see now how they lay it out. Let me bring in Coach Eddie. What's going on, Coach? How my audio coming through?
Oh man, you good, 100%, man.
And salute to you, Coach Eddie. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving with the family. Did you get to eat well? And I'm gonna bring you in on the topic. How was Thanksgiving?
Oh, everything was good, brother. Eating, got to spend time with my mom, my dad, my sisters, nephews, nieces. So everything was good, man. Just got through eating at 8 o'clock. Done slept again. Now woke up.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I haven't ate today. I might have go put a plate in me myself, but Salute to the family. Bruce Gas pulling up. What's good, Bruce? Let me do this real quick and let me kick it to Coach Eddie like this. Coach, Rollie has two offers for Haney for Pacquiao. What's the better fight for Rollie, and which one would you want next?
Well, for Rollie, I think he need to do what's best for him, man. As far as the money situation, whatever fight's gonna bring him the most money, that's what he should do. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to fight Pacquiao, that offer's on the table. If it's a more lucrative offer, that's the one he should take. You know what I'm saying? I think both fights are, are winnable for him. I think, of course, I would probably favor Devin to beat Rolly, but like I said, this is boxing, man. Anything can happen. Pacquiao, that's another tricky fight. I would probably give. Hmm. You know what? I may. Rolly's dangerous, but he's gotten a lot better. So to me, that'd be a real interesting fight. Of course, if it was the prime Manny Pacquiao, I would definitely favor him. But just due to the age of Manny Pacquiao, I think it's more of a even fight. You know what I'm saying? And Rolly's gonna. I mean, I think with Pacquiao, though, he's tricky. He got a lot of experience. He got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, so he may be able to squeak out that victory as long as he's able to avoid the big shots from Barry. I mean Rolly. But yeah, I think Rolly should take the best, whatever's best for him, man. Just don't jump at whatever just cause somebody tells you to do something. If you can make it worth my while, if you can put more money in my pocket, then make it happen. Even if you got to come off a little bit of your money. You got $14 million. You want to get me in the ring? Give me some of your paper. I show up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If not, I'm done with best for
Yeah.
me. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you 1,000%. My audio about to go out real quick. So my apologies to the people. But Marky Dan just pulled up. What's good, Mark? Uh, talk to us, man. Who should Rollie fight, Haney or Pacquiao?
Salute, 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 salute to everybody in the building. Um, I mean, business wise, I mean, the thing that would make most business sense would be to fight Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? That would be the most business friendly move that Rolly could make for his career. So go fight Pacquiao, get that bag. Then you could either take the Haney or the Ryan rematch. I mean, if I were his people, I'd do the Ryan rematch because you got a decent chance of beating him again and getting another belt if he beat Barrios. I would, if I was Rolly's people, I would stall Haney out. I'm not saying we completely
Nasty
dump
work.
him. I'm not, nah, but like that, that's the business of boxing sometimes. Holyfield could have fought, um, Holyfield could have fought Riddick Bowe at the start of I think it was 1992. But he chose to fight Larry Holmes and George Foreman because his people sat him down and said, "Evander, listen to me. I'm gonna make you $50 million instead of just 20 million." And they did that because he got the first 30 off the Foreman and the Larry Holmes fight. Then he got the 20 off the Riddick Bowe. And that's just how business works sometimes. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I mean, same thing with Brian Norman and Boots Ennis. I mean, I really wanted to see that fight. I really did. I said that Brian Norman should have took that 1.7 if he really thought he would have won. But if we really look at it, it made more business sense to turn that fight down in the long run. Because look at it, he got the 1.7 at least from what I heard fighting Jin Sasaki. Then he got another 4 fighting the Devin Haney. I think he maximized his profitability. Rolly and his people could still maximize their profitability fighting the Pacquiao, then rematching Ryan Garcia, beating him again, picking up another belt, and then fighting Devin Haney later on. I think that's the move that makes him most money. But if you ask me as a fan, I want to see. I think he should fight Devin Haney. I wouldn't give him no credit for beating a Manny Pacquiao at all.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mark. And salute to everybody in the building. We definitely still working. Salute to my brother AB. You already know it's about to be a road show. We're gonna cook up today until Free go live for the Bears Eagles game. Now, And salute the Free pulling up. Before we kick it to Haney, I'm gonna bring Free in. Free probably moving around. What's going on, Free? Uh, Let me ask y'all about y'all Thanksgiving real quick, Mark. Before Free jump in, Mark, how was your Thanksgiving, bro? Did you end up
Very
linking?
great. Very great. Very great. Had my mac and cheese with peas. Had my stew beef. Had ham. Had lechon. Um, I didn't eat no turkey, but my one of my tenants, they brought over some tarts. That was beautiful. Um, we had seasoned rice, green plantain, or excuse me, green bananas boiled with some dumplings and chicken soup. I mean, it was just a beautiful day, and fried plantains. I can't forget about that. Beautiful, beautiful day, man. I love my family. Loved everybody came over. My cousin Junior. We we shot a little promo video for the STN with a Crucian accent. So I expect to see that soon. My uncle Dan Dan. I haven't seen him in years. Literally since I was a little kid, he used to take care of the tennis court. So it was just a great, great day. Great, great day. And I can't wait for Christmas. The holiday season is always the best time of year.
I'm in full agreement. Shout out to my brother ABAB. Say he vegan. He was starving yesterday. Um, let me bring Free. How you good to talk?
That's
What's going
sad
on,
to hear.
Free?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, Free? Let me ask you, how was your Thanksgiving first and foremost, and then kick it to us. Rollie got two guys on the line, Pac Man and Devin Haney. Which side? Where would you lean if you was Rollie?
Well, first and foremost, my Thanksgiving was lovely. Like I said, I got a chance to
Hold the
sit
phone
in,
closer to your face, Free.
huh?
Hold it close. Hold the phone closer to your face.
Hold on, I gotta get in the car. It's windy out here today.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, it's a windy day today. But yeah, no. First and foremost, my Thanksgiving was great. I got a chance to sit in the house and chill with my wife. My over for a little while. Um, two of my daughters came through, and we just sat in the house and chilled. And then I got a chance to watch some good football games last night. But everything was cool. There's nothing like spending time with the family and being able to sit back and just take a day off from all of the stress that's going on in the world. But far as um, Rollie got options. Rollie got options. We wouldn't have said that about Rollie a couple of years ago. But Rollie, as a champion right now, he got options to decide who he want to fight. Which name gives him a better spot on his resume. You got Manny Pacquiao. You got Devin Haney. Of course, most people going to recognize Manny Pacquiao before they recognize Devin Haney's name on his resume. A lot of the casuals, I should say. They will recognize Manny Pacquiao over Devin Haney. But Devin Haney right now is a three division champion, and it's a more meaningful fight to fight Devin Haney. So it's going to come down to probably who's going to give up the biggest purse for Rolly. Which one going to give up the biggest bag for him, and that's the fight that he's going to end up taking. Or it could very well be one of these situations where Al Heyman might say, "Nah, we're gonna keep it in house, and you're gonna fight Manny Pacquiao because we want to keep it in house." So we'll see.
Nah, I agree with what he just said, man. You got to remember, Devin Haney wouldn't even be thinking about fighting Rolly unless he had a belt. Devin Haney would dog Rolly. He would dismiss Rolly. He would call Rolly a bum. He would call him everything but a child of God if he didn't have something that he wanted. So if you Rolly, you maximize, get as much money as you can out of that position that you got, and do it just like that. And if they want the belt, make them pay through the nose for it. You know
Salute
what I
to the
mean?
family. Ja pulling up. What's good, Ja? I'm with you on that, coach. Let me ask you this. They looking like they might be moving around Devin Haney. Who would you, if you was Devin Haney, would you wait on Ryan, wait on Roley, or would you try to get maybe like a Lewis Crocker in there, somebody in February?
You got to remember, Devin Haney don't call his own shot. He do, but he don't. I'm gonna tell you why he don't call his own shot. But he don't have a network. You know what I'm saying? He's a Ronin. He's kind of like a rogue. He moves where he can go. He done burnt the bridge with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. PBC, I don't know if they're gonna deal with him. Top Rank ain't gonna deal with him. So he's kind of limited in who he's deal with because Devin Haney don't facilitate his own fights. He depends on somebody else to fund him, which most fighters do. You know, I would say 99% of most fighters fights are funded by somebody else. So he's going to have to move whichever direction that Turkey Al-Sheikh tells him to move in. You know what I'm saying? That $14 million, Turkey may not be interested in a Rollie fight. If they know, I'm saving that fight for Ryan Garcia. If y'all want to fight somebody else in between, y'all going to have to do like what Boots did. Have Eddie Hearns fund Boots fights. Then when you want to come back and fight who I want to fight, then we'll come back to the table. So that's the position that Devin Haney is in. It's not that he can just fight who he wants to fight. No, Turkey facilitating that fight. Whatever he has to do, he's going to have to run it through Turkey. I believe, in my opinion, because he got him under contract, 3-fight contract. Turkey may be like, I don't want you fighting nobody else but Ryan. So you're going to have to wait to see when Ryan gets finished. So we may not see Devin for another 6 months, realistically. You know what I'm saying? When Ryan takes care of his business, if he takes care of his business, then that's the next time you may see Devin. So, Rollie, get your money. You go ahead and fight Manny Pacquiao. See how that
So
shake
you
out.
think they going to sideline the dream?
Not
Come on,
they.
man. They done sold us on 40. They got us on $45. Hey, nah, it's not that free. Nah, the zone he in agreement with the zone as well. A
No,
month.
So like
but the thing is,
I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
but
They
now
the thing
better.
is,
You go.
somebody got to facilitate the money though. So who
but
gonna pay
yeah,
the
that's
money
what
for
I'm
the
about to
Rollie
say.
fight?
Somebody,
Shit, his ass under
even though we was,
contract. Devin Haney ain't. Hold on, let me just say this real quick. I understand what you're saying, Coach. But if you remember, before the Brian Norman fight, they was talking about doing another card in February with Devin Haney and David Benavidez. So with Ryan or without Ryan, I feel like they should bring Ryan to the table and Ryan to say, forget the Barrios fight. That's what I feel like should happen.
but you know they're not doing a fight
They
with
want because
David
Ryan's still off a
Benavidez.
loss, they ain't gonna do it.
You know they're not doing a fight with David Benavidez because David Benavidez said his next fight is going to be May 2nd. Cinco de Mayo against Zordo. So if Zordo get past his
Mm.
opponent, that's what David Benavidez fighting next. So he ain't doing no fight in February. So I mean, at this
It'll be a
point,
co-main event. It'll be
yeah,
a co-main event again.
yeah, at this point, Devin Haney is he's pretty much sitting there waiting for somebody to put on a fight. I mean, he might be quote unquote his own promoter or his own boss, whatever he want to give himself the title, but he's still waiting on somebody else to put the fight on. So he's at the mercy of whoever's going to put the fight on. And if they say it's more lucrative for him to fight Ryan Garcia, then he's just going to have to wait to fight Ryan Garcia or go find another promoter that's willing to take on his. Well, actually, no, he really can't even do that. So yeah, he's gonna have to wait on Ryan Garcia.
You broke up. You broke up right at there.
No, I say he's gonna
Appreciate
if they
everybody in the
say it's
building.
more
Showing love. What's good,
if
Ja?
they say it's more lucrative for them to put on the Ryan Garcia fight, he's gonna have to wait for the Ryan Garcia fight. I mean, it is what it is. That's what happens when you sign to these promoters. You at the mercy of the promoter when they ready to put the
The
fight
only thing
on.
I'm gonna say to that, the only push I'm gonna give you free, I'm in agreement with y'all on that fact, right? Because that is a fact, right? Uh, the only thing is that they made a mistake last time with interim fights, thinking that they was gonna have a Ryan Garcia and Devin rematch to the point where they didn't pay Devin. Devin got a 3-year, $36 million contract that with one fight left. So you see them, they already then. So I feel what y'all saying. Everybody is saying they invested a lot, so it must be Ryan. But my whole thing, if I'm Devin and the Haney team, they want to fight now because they know the Ryan fight is going to be huge. So they don't want to be capped at 14 million. That's the thing.
And that's what I'm saying. This is where Bill Haney, which is a smart move, but he is trying to fleece He's trying to fleece the sheep right now. The sheep
Hold on, hold on,
being
hold on, hold on, Coach Eddie. Hold on, Coach Eddie. Hey,
yeah.
AB, if you available, pull up. We could talk about the PBC card. That ain't no thing. We could definitely cook on that. Well, go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I think like Bill's trying to fleece him. He's trying to fleece Turkey out of the sheep. Because like I say, if he does get another fight and he does take that $14 million and put it towards Rollie or put it towards whoever, now he's on the hook again to pay Devin Haney more money to fight Ryan Garcia. So now he may be on the hook for another $15-20 million. And I don't think it's the money. I think it's the principle. It's like, bro, I see what you're trying to do, man. You're trying to get me to pay for a fight that I don't want. That's the thing. I don't want this fight. I want Ryan Garcia. If you want to fight Rolly Romero, you go take short money and fight Rolly Romero. You let Golden Boy or whoever or PBC, y'all put the fight on, put it on pay-per-view, whatever y'all get, y'all get. When you get done with that, come back. Cause you still owe me
we
one more.
don't know. But we
You
don't
still
know
owe
for a
me one
fact
more
that he
fight.
wouldn't pay. But we don't know for a fact that he
I
wouldn't
said I
pay
don't
for
know
that
that.
fight, though.
I said I don't know that. But I mean, just out of just thinking out loud in his mind, he may be like, I basically already kind of he already paid for this fight, so to speak, because the plan got screwed up. That was the initial plan. It was a 3-fight deal, and Ryan Garcia was included in
But
that
if we
3-fight
waiting
deal.
on Ryan Garcia could also get beat again. Like that's a very real
But hey, that's
possibility.
okay, brother. I mean, you had like Devin Haney. Don't these guys only fight twice a year anyway? Devin Haney's not an active fighter. Tank Davis not an active fighter. These guys
I'm just
literally fight
saying,
every
like
6 months, so he would
I'm
actually
just
be on
saying
schedule.
that's like counting your chickens before your eggs hatch.
They already did that,
If
brother.
you betting
They
on
already
Ryan
did that. They
Garcia.
did that. They did that back in November when they signed the first initial deal. They've been doing that. At the end of the day, it's just like Django.
But do you keep
You
making the
hold
same
on.
mistake
It's
though,
just
Coach
like
Eddie?
Django. You owe me one more fight, Mister Bojack, Mister Buchanan. I ain't got it in me. You owe me one more fight.
He gonna stay in the big house? Well, you got a problem with that?
But see, this is the thing. I
And let me
think a
just say
lot
this
of
real
people.
quick. Free salute to my brother Ja pulling up at AB. Hey, we gonna cook AB, but go ahead, Free.
No, I think a lot of people looking at the Ryan Garcia fight and say, "Oh, Ryan lose, they're not gonna make the fight." According to Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they still wanted the fight. It was Ryan that didn't want to have that fight after he lost. Ryan was the one that said he needed a break or whatever have you. I don't know, but according to them, they still wanted the fight. Ryan called the fight off. So
That's a great point. Let me just
I
say
don't
this.
think it's
What's good, Vay? Appreciate you showing up, showing love. Salute to Vay and Vamos in the building too. Salute.
Yeah. I don't think if Ryan lose, that fight is not going to happen. I think they still will put it on. I think as long as these fighters still want to fight, I think they'll still put it on.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
like
I'm with you
Ryan
on that.
didn't want the fight. And it looked like he don't really want the rematch to me.
Nah, because it took a lot out of him to get the first fight. Now let me ask you. Let me bring you in on this, John, and I'm gonna ask Baby, and then we gonna cook. But on the December 6th, Rolly got two offers. Rolly got the Pac-Man offer. Now he got the Haney offer. Which fight would you take if you was Rolly, Ja? Or and which fight do you more likely? Which fight you more interested in seeing?
I would
Hey,
more interested in seeing.
yeah.
Ah, damn. I'd be more interested in seeing Devin Haney and Rolly because I like that last performance from Devin. I want to see him do it again. And I don't think Rolly just some like he not the most skilled, but he not just a pushover. He dangerous in there. And I feel like Pacquiao got exposed versus Barrios, but I would still want to see him and Rolly bang it out though. But I um I would take the Pacquiao fight first if I was Rolly.
Yeah, build up his name and everything. Keep building
And
him.
just and just because of Pacquiao, like it's Pacquiao, like you know, going getting up too many chances to fight somebody like that. Period. Like I definitely just want to fight Pacquiao. That'd just be something cool to do in boxing.
Nah, I'm with you on that. Hey, AB, man, let's get a sound check, bro. How you feeling? How and let me I want to bring you in. How was Thanksgiving? I mean, anybody that didn't mention it, y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all can mention y'all Thanksgiving. Hopefully it was great. Hopefully I got some good food. AB, I know AB said he vegan, so he was starving, but what's good,
Oh, for
AB?
real. Nothing much. I'm chilling, goddamn. But nah, Thanksgiving was smooth though. I was just watching everybody eat, smelling the food and all that.
Whoa, whoa.
Feel me?
I seen that snack you made on your Instagram. That joint look good. I
Wait,
ain't
which one?
even. I just seen you. I tried to find you on Instagram the other day, but I couldn't find you. Then just now, I just typed it in how I seen it in the chat, and it's on there. You made like some. It was some type of sauce. Like it looked
The
like
acai
strawberry
bowl.
sauce. I don't know. You cut up some bananas in there, and then put some fruit in, some other fruit in there, some granolas or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
that's the
ain't
shit.
even been. I ain't been able to eat right. Like I can't wait till I can eat again. Like 'cause I got some complications, but that's something that I want when I first like start eating again. Like something like that. Just to start putting that in my body. That joint look good though.
Nah, for sure.
Wait,
It's just a acai bowl.
What's that?
It's like blended berries, and then you can cut up whatever fruit you want, like strawberries, blueberries, and whatever you want to put on the top. To be honest,
No doubt. Oh, that's just what you call it, acai bowl. Just
yeah.
a blend of berries. Oh, all right.
Hmm.
AB, what you want to see? I wanted to really kick it to the panel, which I want to see from Haney. Now that it look like everybody kind of acting like they're
I
gonna move
know.
out the way. But
One
what's
guy
up?
you ignoring, B3, Lewis Crocker. I mean, the guys from that island, from Ireland.
For Haney?
Even hell yeah. Imagine if he goes in there and puts Haney to bed. You might have yourself a new Conor McGregor.
Stop it.
Yeah, then you could get him in there with Conor Ben. I mean, this is just seismic.
Marky is talking fantasy. He know nobody. He know that's
I
not gonna
mean,
happen.
listen, you
But
asked me. You
that's a good
asked
fight
me.
though. I think Eddie Hearn. He with Eddie Hearn, Lewis Crocker.
Yeah.
So maybe, hopefully, he'll bring him to the table. But come on,
Conor
if he
Bennegat, I think Devin will beat him at 147.
As do I.
He gonna be looking like Eubank was looking in his last fight. He gonna be drained. That was sad for Carter Ben, how he tried to downplay Devin fight. He looked like
He
he ain't
put
even want to do it.
them UK fighters is pussy.
Now, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, they
Those are
sad.
your rivals. You supposed to talk crap. This is the
Nah,
wrestling business.
he looked like he was like Eddie made him do it.
But
Yeah.
these are. But hold on. But the real talk though, man. They when they span the camera, you know, there's like multiple people that were like literally sleeping in the audience. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm being dead serious, man. People were sleeping in the front row during that fight, man. Maybe because it was 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna say that that's the reason why they were sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But like it was multiple people caught that were sleeping during that fight, man. I like
how
what
But you
you
gotta
how
be
you
what the
but you
heck is
but you
going
gotta
on
be
here?
how you felt
but you
about the fight though?
I was invested in the fight, so I wasn't sleeping because
I
I was
mean,
pulling for Brian Norman to win. I wanted him to win, so I was invested from the time the bell rung to the time the bell ended. You know what I'm saying? I was
Coach
Yeah.
Eddie, Dubai, you might not know it. I mean, they might not have it on the books or on the laws, but Dubai is a party city. You know what I'm saying? It's got them spots where you could go hide and go get
Hey,
blasted
I'm
and
gonna put it
show
this
up
way.
there
I
hungover.
don't look at it the same way everybody
Marky
else.
don't cap, man. They don't sell no alcohol in Saudi. Go ahead, Fred.
That's your
Yeah, they don't.
opinion. You don't know that for a fact.
No, we know that for a fact. They don't sell alcohol there. They don't sell alcohol there. We know that for a fact. We have multiple people that have been over
Some
the
people
party.
was silly drunk.
No, I'm
But
telling you
they
what
do have
more
Yo,
opium. They do have opium though. That's
they
one thing
said
they do
Marky.
have now.
I mean, well,
no,
maybe
it's
the people
multiple
came
people
off
that
the plane. They were drunk.
no, it's multiple people that's went over there and said there's no alcohol in there. But I think I look at it a little bit different. I don't look at it as the fact that the fight was born. That's why people might have been looking sleepy or looking tired. I look at the fact that it was 6 in the morning their time. So these guys was at a fight all night long until 6 in the morning. So they might have been tired from being at a fight all night long.
And you got to
Yeah,
be real though. It's Saudi. It's not America. It's in Saudi. They not really big on boxing for real.
yeah. And they could have been
I
just came
mean,
from the masjid or
you
something.
do.
Could have
Praying.
fooled me.
You
They had
also
them. They
gotta
had
be
them three
real
thousand
though.
little that little 3,000. They said, well, senior said it was like 3,000 people, but they was rocking in there. It was like 6 a.m.
It wasn't boring
Yeah.
though. Coach Eddie, that's Coach Eddie. Was it boring to you? I know you was invested, but like,
Uh,
was
I mean, it was whole minutes where Dev wouldn't even throw a punch where he was just fainting. So
It
I
was
thought it
it
was a great
wasn't
performance,
it
but
wasn't like boring, but it wasn't like scintillating either. I mean, it was a decent
yeah.
fight for the entertainment factor. I mean, I'm not gonna upsell it. I'm not gonna downgrade it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a barn burner. It was a tactical victory. I wish it would, and I'm gonna blame it on Brian Norman Jr. for not making it a more exciting fight. Because with Devin, you know
Facts.
what you know what you're gonna get with Devin. Devin threw the same amount of punches that he threw with Jose Ramirez. It was up for Brian Norman Jr. to go in there and make Devin Haney fight, and he failed to do that. I mean, I'm being honest. He failed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
And
fact.
that's because he had some deficiencies that he didn't work on. And I'm gonna say this: without the Ryan Garcia fight helped Devin. It made him a better fighter because it forced him to go look at himself and shore up his deficiencies, see where his holes were at in his game. It made him a better fighter, believe it or not. It humbled him, even though he was a PED loss, even though he had steroids in the system. It still made Devin look at himself and be like, you know what? My defense was crap in that fight. I did overlook this guy. I did downplay this guy. I did come in arrogant. Everything that Brian Norman Jr. did. That's what Devin Haney did against Ryan Garcia, and it cost him because it could have he still could have beat Ryan Garcia if he wouldn't have got hit with them shots, and he still would have popped dirty at the end. But you know what? I beat a drug cheat. But the reason why he had deficiencies in this game, that's why he wound up, losing. So anytime you lose, you're going to go back to the drawing board and look at what happened. What could I have done different? What was the
I
cause of this? Why did I get
don't
hit with
think
this
he was
punch?
arrogant though. I think he was his normal self. Like I think he was delusional.
That's just delusional, arrogant. They cousins.
I ain't
They
gonna say.
cousins. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying? They the
Ryan
same family.
Garcia. Ryan
I see
Garcia
what
beat
you're
him in
saying with
the
that.
aspect of mental warfare
No,
because
I'm
Ryan
talking about
Garcia made
Bryant.
him believe that. Oh, you talking about Norman?
Yeah, Norman.
No, I mean, no, I don't think he was arrogant. I think he knew exactly what he was getting in the ring with, and he saw
Nah, he
that
was
play out.
delusional. I don't think he knew
Nah,
exactly
he
what
he
he
was
was
he
getting
was
in the
arrogant,
ring
man. He
with.
thought he was gonna go in there
You
and,
talking
and
about Brian
steamroll
Norman or
Devin, and
Devin
that didn't
Haney?
happen, dog.
Brian Norman. He was
Oh,
he
His
was
oh,
the
dad was arrogant. I think both of them were arrogant because they looked at Devin. They said, "Oh, he can't punch. He can't do this. He ain't got no chin." They downplayed him the whole time. They thought he was gonna be nothing, man. They thought they were
I,
gonna go in there and knock the dude out cold, and I thought he was gonna do it too. They talked so good, they had me believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, man. I said, man, if anybody talking that much, man, they got
and
to
look like a
believe what
couple of
they about to
bums.
say, man.
He
They
made
got to
Brian Norman
believe
look
it.
like a bum, Coach Eddie.
He made
I
look. No, I won't say no bomb. No, he didn't make it. That to me, that was probably Devin Haney's second or third best opponent on his resume, as far as how the fight looked. Devin Lomachenko was the best fighter on Devin Haney's resume. He did. Brian Norman did way better than Regis Prograis, way better. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say he's a bum. He did way better than Regis Prograis. Uh,
way better. That's a stretch.
to me, he did because Regis didn't even try to win. Regis was just trying not to get knocked out. At
You
least
can't.
Brown was still trying to throw shots and still trying to land big punches. Regis did absolutely nothing.
No doubt.
So he did better than Regis. So I would say he's the second or third best opponent on Devin Haney's resume, and it's coming off the fact that he got better off of Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia made Devin Haney a better fighter and forced him to look at himself and get better.
But you want me to be honest though? If that Ryan Garcia fight never happened, that fight would have never been no 50-50. If we being real, that's not even his top 5 opponent. I've been because you can see it. The only question people really only had was can he take a shot, and that was really it. We knew his skills wasn't nowhere near Devin Haney's skills, and on top of that, the experience and shit, he just wasn't up to par with Devin Haney, and a lot of people didn't believe that he was confident. And that was the main reason why it was even that close of a fight. And so, and with Bill Haney being as smart as he is, I got to give him credit. He looked at that and was like, I'm going to take this opportunity and go ahead and fight the guy who they looking at to be this knockout artist, knowing damn well he ain't really that skilled and his power ain't really that crazy. Feel me? Like, I'm just being real. And on some real shit, if we looking at it, my bad. On some real, if we being real, Devin Haney, outside of him catching that hook, he still make the same mistakes. When he throw the jab, he still be dropping his hand low. When on his defense, when he trying to get out the way of a jab or a straight punch, he still keep his chin up in the air, still go straight back in the line. He still make the same mistakes. It's just that he was going against an opponent that was less skilled than him. That's really it. And the main reason why he did better than Regis Prograis is that we got to look at the body type. Regis Prograis got small arms. He's a little older, and his feet is slower. He's just a short dude, so of course it's gonna look like he putting in less work. But it's like we got to look at the advantage.
I agree with that. When it comes to Regis, I don't think Brian was really trying harder than him. I think it's just different body types like that, and different times in their career. But like Brian, to me, he showed his immaturity. Like, and his father, like everybody was talking about which father was going to be better off in the corner, and we was talking about that, and obviously Bill was a better, father in the corner. Like, cause what made me know before the fight, I had paid for like a super chat or something on the Rise, and Senior told me, he said that I asked him, is Devin Haney his most skilled opponent? And I said, if not him, then who? He said it is his most skilled opponent, but he not a threat. And there was like a pause after that, like an awkward pause. It's like, how he your most skilled opponent, but he not a threat? I think
They be
Norman
capping,
Senior.
bro. They
I,
some
I think
haters.
I think he was more just trying to gas Norman Jr. up, like
That's not.
mentally. I
They
don't
hate
think
it.
he
They
would.
don't like Devin Haney. You got to
Yeah,
read between that shit. They don't like that dude. And I ain't even no Devin Haney fan, but bro, you could tell what the agenda be. Every time, you don't think it's funny how every time Devin Haney going up against somebody, they rooting for the opponent every single time, knowing damn well Devin Haney gonna beat him every time.
yeah.
They
I
be
ain't gonna
hating. So
say
that's all
I'm
that
no
was.
biggest Devin Haney fan. Like, I like Devin though as a fighter. I'm not no Devin Haney hater for real. I mess with Tank. Um, that's why I'm like, I feel like honestly, Rollie don't deserve to get the Pacquiao fight before Tank though. Like, Pacquiao been ducking Tank for too long. But I don't want to stay right there. I
Well,
just
hold
want
on,
I
wait,
still
wait, pop the brake. Wait a minute, Pacquiao been ducking Tank. Man, what you talking about, man? You sound silly right now, brother. This man,
Pacquiao want to
this man been
fight all
ducking,
the
man. Tank 46, Pacquiao
he
46-year-old. He's a welterweight. Man, freaking Tank ain't never even thought of even going nowhere near no 147 pounds. How's he
and
He was
Pac
thinking
ducking?
about going to
The,
heavyweight.
the
Pacquiao
fight.
getting
Ah,
shape in his true shape. Pacquiao at least come down to 140 instead of 147.
Yes, man, you too.
Him him and Tank
why?
can make that fight
Why?
at 140. Cause
Why?
Tank is
Why?
a better challenge for Pacquiao if he
This
really
man is pushing
doing it.
47, brother. You asking a 47-year-old man to come down and fight a guy who's in his prime at 135 pounds. So you want a 47-year-old man to drain himself to come down and fight
Nah, I don't want him to
135 pounds.
drain it. I want him to get in the best shape he ever been in his life. We seen Sugar Ray Leonard do it.
How about Tank fight Shakur? How about Tank fight his contemporaries? How about that?
And I want to see them fight too. I think they still gonna fight. Like if you pay attention, Tank promoted the Brian Norman versus Devin Haney fight probably better than anybody else by giving Devin Haney credit for his opponent. A lot of people was calling Norman a bum.
I mean,
Shout out to Tank, man. He definitely helped promote.
Hey, shout out
So
to Take, but
so
hey,
they might be working together. They might be planning on still making that fight happen. It ain't
hey,
Damn
over
right.
till it's over.
hey, I don't know if Pacquiao ducking Tank job, but I don't even think Pacquiao should be up in the conversation with Tank. Really, man, I'm gonna be
Man,
honest
everybody
with
trying
you.
to see no. I'm not trying
That
to see Pacquiao with nobody.
yeah, real rap, dog. I only people I'm concerned with Tank getting in the ring with. First and foremost, man, I hope this stuff gets handled real quick so we can get to the actual ring talk with Tank. But he got to see Roach, he got to see Shakur, he got to see Dev, dog. That's the only people I really care about him getting in the ring. If he gonna get in the ring with somebody bigger than him, it got to be Dev, dog. F all the done.
I
I
think
said it
he's
last
still
night
gonna
when
fight
Joe
Dev.
said Pacquiao is going to fight
hell no.
Rollie Romero. I said if that's on pay per view, I'm not buying it. I don't want to see Pacquiao fight nobody, nobody. I mean, the
Not
only
even
person
Ismael
Pacquiao,
Barroso.
no, I don't want to see Pacquiao fight anybody. The only person I want to see Pacquiao fight is his nurse when they trying to put the daggone depends on his ass. That's the only person I want to see Pacquiao fighting. I don't want to see that old man fighting nobody in the sport of boxing right now. No, I'm not.
Because I haven't heard nothing about it since they announced the Tank fight.
No, the
I
tank
think I
fight.
think Pacquiao should fight Floyd
No,
Mayweather. He got two old
not
heads.
Because
Get
whatever
them
happened to that? They never said nothing about that fight again. So was that just fake? Was that a pump fake to go against Canelo and Bud?
It's always BS going. It's because they trying to keep their names popping in the media. Think about it. Ryan signed a fake contract. Canelo put out rumors he want the rematch with Crawford all on the Devin Haney fight week. And that's why Carrier, I see my brother Carrier pulling up. That's why it should have been the main event, is because it was the most anticipated matchup. And that's really the only reason. Outside of that, of
Mm.
course, we got a great stoppage by Benavidez, but
but
Yard didn't really he didn't hold up his end of the bargain.
but I'm gonna tell you why
Man,
we saying it's the most
Benavidez, he really a monster.
anticipated anticipated matchup because we're in the echo chamber. So yes, with us, yeah, we more anticipated that fight. But by the numbers, you go look at how many views those Ring Magazine fights got. And David Benavidez fight either triple what Devin Haney fight did as far as viewership, overall viewership. So we're in the echo chamber. We like the black fighters, you know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I
That's
don't know
hold
about
on,
that.
coach. Did you made that up? Hold on,
No,
I may be
I'm being dead
wrong.
serious. You go
All
look at the viewership. Go look at the
No,
viewership.
look at how many people know David versus Devin, bro. It's not even close.
Bro, I'm telling
Now
you,
I
bro,
understand that
it's an echo chamber. I'm telling you,
David is
man.
with the PBC, but he's not a bigger star than Devin Haney.
I'm not gonna say
Bro,
that.
hold on one second. Hold on one second. You do realize that it's more Mexican people in the United States than black people, don't you?
No, I'm about to say I don't know if Devin is a
Devin
bigger
is
star than.
global now. Bro. Come on, coach. What are you doing
Bro,
here?
I'm just go look at do yourself a favor and go look at the numbers, brother.
B Norman lost.
Go look at
Oh,
the rewatch numbers.
they
It
watching
tripled
him.
the
They watching him
viewership
get a
of what Devin
knockout.
Haney
You
did.
talking about them watching him get a knockout?
I'm talking about the whole fight. You go watch the whole fight. Go to YouTube, pull up David Benavidez fight, see how many people watched it, and go see how many people watched Devin Haney fight. It almost triples it. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's
Hey,
all I'm
and
saying.
And if Devin had a guy that never been champion in there and got a stoppage, he would have tripled those numbers. That's the thing. It's like the goalposts always gonna move. We all realize that Devin, he was in a 50-50 fight. Anthony Yarr was like a plus 600 underdog. So I mean that really would goes to show you who really stepping in the sport and who really, they just getting paydays.
No, I mean, the reason why Devin Haney and Brian Norman was a 50-50 fight, if you want to be honest, is because Devin Haney was moving to 147 pounds. He fought at a catch weight at 144, but nobody said that he was at 147. They said he was at a catch weight. So they put it as a 50-50 fight because they didn't know how Devin was going to look at 147 pounds. But David Benavidez was in a 50-50 fight as well. It's just he had better odds because a lot of people believe in David Benavidez' punching ability. They believe that he was going to stop him. So I mean, I don't know if Devin is a bigger star than David Benavidez. I know both of those guys are stars in their own right. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna know for sure without a shadow of doubt who's a bigger star. The only way
I mean,
you can know that is if you put both of them on pay per view the same exact night and see who fight better more. That's the only way you can say who's bigger.
I think Devin a bigger star, like, but I don't know. But I feel like David Benavidez, he don't even get he got a lot of fake fans. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't even be hyping him up more and promoting him more. He
Fake
really
Oh, they
is a
fans.
they they own
monster.
they own that shit because they know Canelo's getting ready to get out the business. I'm tell you about one thing about Mexican fans. They're gonna rock with the next one, man. And one
Yeah, I
thing about
think he
Devin
got a
Haney
lot of
has a
fake
divided
fans.
fan base. Devin Haney has a
Oh,
divided a fan base.
but
A
did you
lot, a
say
lot, a lot
Yeah,
of black people don't even like Devin
Devin,
Haney.
it ain't
okay? Did
even
you
Yeah,
say
about
I gotta let
Devin
Coach
Haney
cook. We
fan.
got we gotta let Coach cook though. Hold on,
And
finish up,
man,
Coach.
I mean, I'm saying Devin Haney had a divided fan base. A lot of black people don't even rock with Devin Haney. They want to see him lose because they Tank fans. Most Tank fans don't like Devin Haney. They
oh
hate him, man.
man, it
No, I'm keeping it
it
100,
always
man.
it
Man, they don't
always
like that
come.
dude,
No,
man.
look, let me
Bro, they
let me
don't like
Go
him,
ahead,
say
go ahead.
dog.
Let him respond. Let him respond, Coach.
let me say something to that statement, right? It might be some truth to that, where you saying Tank fans they ain't messing with Devin, but I think most of the people that don't mess with Devin, they haters of all of these young fighters. Like, they gonna find a reason to hate on Tank, Shakur, Devin, To. They gonna find a reason to say something negative about all of them. Like, and then people like to single out a fan base that might be have a rival fighter and try to act like it's specifically them. Like, these low key people, like, they just was hopping on Brian Norman train because they just wanted to see Devin lose. The same people they when Roach did the tie, now all of a sudden they on this Roach team fan. Now they Roach fans because they wanted to see Tank lose. Like, they just people that want to see your favorite fighter lose, period. I don't think it's specific to no fan base like that. I think the real fans, they see fighters and they support all of them. They just got one that they favor more than the other. Like, cause I know that I rock with Tank. I'm not hating on Devin. I was rooting for Devin versus Brian Norman. I knew they was hating on him, and I knew a lot of people didn't know nothing about boxing. They just wanted to see Devin lose. Like, I asked them, like, where you see this footwork at in any of his fights, where you see Devin ain't gonna be able to cut out the ring, just a whole bunch of stuff, and they would never answer. They would just say something about Devin, what he did in another fight, and they would never answer why they just giving Brian Norman this credit that he hasn't shown yet. And then somebody finally told me, like, oh, check the Quentin Randall fight out. That'd be the closest you'll see him fight that type of style. So then when I talked about the Quentin Randall fight, ain't nobody want to even look at that fight. Like, if you look at
Let
that
me jump
Quentin
in real
Randall
quick,
fight,
y'all. Let me say this real quick, y'all. And
yeah,
salute to everybody in the building. Let me, Coach Eddie, what's a bigger fight for Devin? Excuse me, what's a bigger fight for Ryan? Devin Haney or Conor Ben? Which one is bigger?
The Devin Haney fight, cause they got a rivalry. They got a rivalry, so that's the bigger fight.
I can't hear Coach Eddie. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear Coach Eddie?
Yeah, I said the Devin Haney
I
versus
hear.
Ryan. That's the bigger fight. They have a rivalry. They got history. They got some. They got some smoke right now. But that's the bigger fight.
I hear both of y'all, but
I hear everybody. And I think it's you, B3. He'll be back. There you
Yeah,
go.
I hear
Yeah, he
everybody.
in a bad
I'm
spot.
sitting here
Yeah,
just enjoying myself, baby boy. That's it. That's all.
that's the bigger fight. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, these
My
guys are
bad,
young,
my
man.
bad, Coach. My bad. I'm moving around. My audio fell out. What was your answer? What was the bigger fight?
Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. That's the bigger fight.
Okay, okay, I
Yeah,
can
'cause
see that.
they got
he's
smoke there. They got history. You know, they got some unfinished business that they need to tend to. So people
There's
gonna
there's
always tune
there's
in for
no
that.
fight. There's no fight for Devin Haney bigger than Ryan Garcia right now.
No, we talking
nah
about bigger
Tank.
for Ryan. We
Tank
talking
the
about
bigger
Ryan's
fight
biggest fight.
to me.
There's no fight bigger for neither one of those guys right now. No fight.
Tank gonna always be a bigger
Okay.
fight to me.
No, Tank is not a bigger fight because Tank will be moving up to 47. Nobody's ever seen him fight at 47. Devin Haney and Ryan actually been in the ring together, and a lot of people believe that Ryan Garcia really won, and there's a lot of people that believe the only reason why Ryan won was because he was on PEDs. That fight is much bigger than Tank Davis
That's
right
a.
now.
Let
So
me ask.
you
So
would
you
rather
talking
see
about
him
Devin
fight?
versus? You talking about Devin versus Tank, Ja?
I'm talking about Devin
Yeah, I'm
versus
talking
Tank.
about
Yeah, yeah.
Devin versus Tank. If
Devin
you
versus Tank is the biggest fight in the sport. I think people gotta
if
really.
there was a fight right now and they'd be like, nobody want to see Ryan and Devin fight yet. Wait till after he fight
See,
Tank.
but
Anytime.
Devin ain't gonna get
You
no
agree with
credit,
that,
man, because
Coach?
they gonna say he a weight bully, man. They gonna be like, nah, man. They gonna be nah, Devin trying to pick on a little dude, man.
Against
Irregardless of
Tank?
that,
You saying
is
against
he the
Tank,
Nah,
he'd be
biggest?
called a weight bully?
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be
Man,
like,
cause
they're
you,
gonna be
you
look how
nah.
big Devin is. I'm telling you, they're gonna
yeah,
make some
No,
excuses, man. They're gonna
they're
be
gonna call
making
him
excuses, bro.
they're gonna call him a weight bully. They're gonna call him a
They're
weight
gonna
bully.
call him a weight bully, man. They'll be like, man,
They're
Tank
gonna
the
call
little
him a
guy,
weight
man.
bully.
Why you trying to fight Devin, man?
They're gonna say Devin brought Tank Davis up to 147. They're gonna find a whole lot to criticize that fight. That's why I say the biggest fight right now is Ryan
They
and
gonna
Devin.
still watch it. They gonna
So
still
that's
want to
people
see
gonna
it,
watch it, but they're gonna push it out.
and
Let me say this
it's
real quick
still
to
gonna
you.
be people gonna say Tank asleep him too.
This is what's gonna happen there, cause that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. Those smaller weights for Tank, the money is probably not gonna be there unless would he fight an Inoue or fight a Shakur, right? So the game plan should be Pacquiao, Rollie, Tank get the winner.
That's
Tank get the winner
crazy.
at 147.
Nah, that makes sense because all them in-house fights, them PBC fights, man. You
Yeah.
know, they can keep the belts, and they may try to freeze Devin Haney out, man. They say you don't want to do business with us. Cool, we gonna keep it moving. We don't need you.
Oh,
You
So
know
no,
what
they
I'm
want
saying?
to
Turkey,
see.
I
Turkey.
know it's cold. I know it's a
What
cold game, but
Nah,
that's how
what
it
we
go,
don't want
brother.
to
nah.
realize, hold on, coach. What we don't want to state is Devin Haney is Turkey's guy because he's one that's going to be able to win the belts. He's going to be able to win the fights. So what'll happen is that Devin will just have to get the Lewis Crocker. Turkey's gonna have to pay for that fight and then go from there. Possibly pay for the Conor fight for Devin. But outside of Turkey's gonna have to buy the belts. We already know what it is.
I
Uh,
feel like Devin could make a fight with the PBC. I feel like y'all counting that out too soon. Like they not gonna be able to do no business with them. I think they still can. Like let's not give up on that. It's still a huge possibility.
y'all gotta remember, Devin only got one fight left on that Turkey's bill. He only got one fight left. We don't know
Yeah.
if he's going to re-sign with Turkey. We don't know if Turkey's going to want Devin to re-sign. We don't know. We believe that he will re-sign, and we believe Turkey will want Devin, but we don't know.
You know, you made
We know
a
Yeah,
that.
valid
I know
point.
we underestimate we underestimated on all in all walks of life all the time. Our
Nah, it ain't
market
that. But you
power.
got
Well, hold on. Nah, it is that. our market power, what we can generate, just as black entities, is always devalued, and they always gonna second try to have a second guess on it. At the end of the day, if you're a champion with a zero in your record, you're gonna be the biggest fight because really. Devin Haney is the biggest he's the biggest draw at 147 right now. So if
Yeah,
that's the
for
case,
sure.
if that's the case, it would be bad business not to have him on your roster. That's why Eddie Hearn is upset and crying
And
and
that's what
whining
I'm
because
saying.
he's not getting a piece of that pie. He want Devin in the driver's seat on his stable.
Yeah.
So you got a guy like Eddie Hearns who gonna throw shade and throw salt every chance he get, and he gonna plant those seeds in Turkey's mind. That's what he been doing. He been hating all from the giddy up, man. Eddie Hearns been hating on Dev. So all he doing over there planting Turkey out of Sheik mind. Oh man, Devin's boring. Devin's this, Devin's that, because he throwing shade in the game, man. So it's up to Turkey out of Sheik to to see through it. You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna
Well, he
bite
want
on
his
it?
boy to get the payday.
That's what I'm saying.
He want his boy style. He want his boy style to be prevalent in the sport and the one that everybody admires. But anybody that watch boxing know boxing is hit and not get hit. I mean, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You ain't gonna fool all the people all the time.
I feel
Come on
like
now.
they be little boy Eddie though, like the big promoters or whatever be little boy Eddie anyway. And really Eddie got boots, somebody who believe in him. And I don't know, he still got Shakur with him. But but Eddie be kind of getting little boy when it comes to like getting these fights and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about
Hold
him.
on. Let me say
Like
this real quick. Let me say this real quick, y'all, while I got my audio. Uh, man, shout out to Hot Rod and Shelton Moore. Listen, I think we on like live 6 or 7. Well, I ain't seen these brothers. You know what I'm saying? We was cooking. I mean, I'm gonna have to send T Hill to look for him. You know, hold on. Let me pull. Hold on. Let me get the layout right so y'all can see these two brothers.
You gotta start tagging
hot
them in the
rod and
video, my
God
Shelton.
dang,
I I
That's Hot Rod,
dang, bro.
the horse player, and that's Mr. Shelton Moore. Listen, can y'all
I
pull up,
knew that
man?
was
We want to see
Mr.
y'all, man. Y'all
Shelton.
had Haney getting slept. I mean, Hot Rod, I got a short of you saying that you was gonna be the biggest Devin Haney fan if he can get the win. So I mean, I didn't listen. Yeah, that of course. All I did, listen, this is all I did. All I did was say it in chat GPT what
Hey,
did I wanted them to wear and whatever. Put the
hey,
Hollywood
maybe
behind them.
that
You know they from Cali, that's how I came out and
maybe
put the
that's the
signs
reason
in them.
why
You know we
Hot Rod.
support Devin Haney.
That's
Maybe,
crazy, bro. And no,
maybe,
I seen Mr. Shelton the other day.
He
He
came
been on
out
everybody else
good.
joint, man. He ain't showed up though, man.
I
Hey,
maybe,
seen him
maybe
I
that's the
showed
again.
reason
up.
why
Yeah.
Hot Rod
Coach
not up
Eddie
You
here.
talking
showed
they
up.
shadow? Listen,
Maybe
listen.
that's the
I
reason
I
why Hot
pulled up.
Rod
I
not
seen
up
him
here. He
last
don't
night
want
on
to be.
TV.
He don't want to be a Devin Haney fan. Hot Rod don't like Devin Haney. That's why he ain't up here. He don't want to be a Devin Haney fan.
Hey, listen, we're gonna
No,
troll until he pull back up. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna have to be Ryan, or they're gonna have to put him in another fight where if somebody feel like they can beat Devin Haney. He can't fight nobody that other people don't believe in. I think that's what it is. Hey, Kerry said he crying. Nah, I had to. That was mandatory. But cause we ain't seen him. We ain't seen him. I'm like, yo, I seen Shelton Moore last night on TD Sports. I was like, yo, talking to he ain't see me live. He said, so we didn't got shadow banned. So I'm gonna blame YouTube and Shelton Moore. That's my guy. I'm gonna listen YouTube and stream y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all didn't shadow ban me from that's my guy, man. He gotta come back home, talk to the people about the dream, man. Devin Haney.
nah,
And the
you ain't get shadow
it's
banned.
going on about
Tell,
6 lives now.
you ain't get shadow banned. Tell more unsubscribe. When the fight was over, he unsubscribed.
That
That's
nigga got
crazy.
selective clicknesia. Not clicking on your link, dog, because he got some splaining to do.
Tell more unsubscribe. That's why
Yeah.
when he said
Now, if you can come on and give him love, or come on and say he was born, you can pull an Eddie Hearn.
And
Yeah,
respectfully, shout out to my good brother
man.
Rod, dog. He much better at picking them damn horses than he is these athletes, dog. So, he missed big time on that one.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay. You ain't gonna get them all right, man. You know what I'm saying? You not gonna pick every. If that's the case, we all will be millionaires, man, because we betting all the time. You gonna get some right. You gonna
So
get some wrong. It's okay, but you got to
so
show back up, brothers.
Coach Eddie though, can you
Yeah,
admit that you was one of the ones who was like, oh, Bill ain't gonna be as good in that corner as senior. But Bill showed up in that corner though. That was one specific subject that we was all kind of going back and forth about.
Yeah.
Like,
everything
uh,
showed up in that corner. Everything showed up in that corner.
I'm gonna tell
cause
you what,
cause
Everything.
Coach
Norman
Eddie,
got
Coach Eddie was
experience.
up here. Coach Eddie was one of the ones that said he didn't believe David Benavidez was gonna stop Anthony Yard, and he came in there
Exactly,
and said,
man.
he
Anthony
said,
Yard pissed me off, man. I say Anthony Yard. I wanted to kick Anthony Yard in his rear end, man. I'm sitting there watching this fight. I mean, what I said, what kind of sorry, piss poor jab game plan you got going on, man? Man, that dude
Did
got
you
I will
demolished,
admit,
dog.
Eddie was
did
ready
you
to
not
let hey,
notice did you not notice that before they even fought though that Yarde didn't look that confident?
Man, I'm just saying, dog. The man jab was absent, and that's like the worst Anthony Yard I ever seen in my entire life, man. And
I
that
think
could be because David
Yeah,
Benavidez made him look like that. So I
it
ain't gonna take
is.
no
a little
credit.
bit of that,
It,
for sure. But it also looked like the damn fight that just took place not too long ago between Virgil Ortiz and freaking Lubin. It just didn't look like them niggas went in there with the game plan to win, or even with the mindset to win.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
he
he
didn't even
left.
fight like he normally fights, and like some of that does go to Benavidez. Some of it goes to like Maggie Freaky. What was y'all training and prepping on, or is you really, really interested in fighting, man? Or are you on the point where you about to go to journeyman status or something like that? Because those are the type of performances that look like that.
He showed up
People
for a
that
check, man. It looked like the Joker that showed up for a paycheck.
exactly.
Yeah, he looked like he already lost before the fight. He looked kind of scared. And when they asked him, he didn't say about nothing about winning. Like he ain't say he just was like he gonna go in there and see what happened. Like
I think that
he
man got in there with David Benavidez head with a couple of shots and saw David Benavidez kept coming. He was like, "Oh snap! This dude is
But
different."
but I will say that
yeah, he
Benavidez being
is.
able to grapple that fool by the back of his neck and throw like 18 to 20 punches, dog, that's some bullish.
Yeah,
And the
that
refs,
was bogus right
Nah,
there. Yeah, that
you
was
look
bogus.
at it, David. David wasn't grabbing him. He was
Yeah,
grabbing David. David left that hand right there, and that's why the ref just watched it. David left that hand right there and just was hitting him with the other one.
That's fair
He
game,
just
man. You got a
he
hand
too
free.
much of
You got to work out, brother. You
he
know what
too
I'm
much of
saying?
a monster. David a real monster. He
yeah,
really
yeah.
about that. I want to see him fight somebody. I don't know who would be out there to be able to fight him though, unless he go up to heavyweight.
well, he called out Josh, so hopefully they can get to that fight. That'll be a good fight. That'll
Yeah.
show who's really who. But shout out to Benavidez. Shout out to the Dream. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Rod, and shout out to my man Shelton. You know, we just want to see you around again, man.
Hey, listen, we back. Hey, so hey, listen, because we still working. I picked up some Winnies. This one Winnie's right here. I always pick up from for people. The dude gonna text me. He's like, damn, is they making a turkey in there? It always take them long. Always.
Them bad boys got that turkey and that burger injected, dog. They putting that flavor on there, deep frying that piece.
Listen,
But yeah, man, you know,
hold on,
hey,
let me run
some
this real quick. We gonna cook, man. Listen, we gonna run this for Shelton Moore and for Hot Rod. Your guy, he will be back, man. He gonna be back.
I think it's gonna be a great fight while it lasts.
While it lasts.
No, and you
So,
know I'm somebody. You
so
wouldn't
you
be
are
fighting me
somebody.
if I wasn't
You
somebody.
somebody, brother.
Okay.
I give you your credit. Boy,
Okay.
you the best of the best. Boy, you out here doing your little
Yes, sir.
thug
Yes,
wizard. You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
So after I
sir.
knock
Yes,
your
sir.
block off,
Thank you very
can't
much.
nobody else say nothing else. That's how I feel about that. David Haney is my introduction to a legendary career.
All of that's cool, but this is where the real fans come in at.
after Saturday when I come put this boy in the dirt. There is no such thing as if. I am going to do that. But he's saying, like, what does this put me after this? I mean, the world is mine.
He picked the world up and then he dropped it on this head.
Hey, let me say. Hey, shout out to the family. Cam J pulling up, man. The link is in the chat, man. You already know we working, man. It's Friday. It's a lot going on in the sport. We gonna see if Canelo comes back to fight Bud. AB, if AB still in the building, ain't he? Yeah, AB still
Yeah, I'm
here. We
here.
wanted to talk
I'm
about
here.
December 6th. We can pivot real quick. Um, hold on. Cam J said so. Haney fans should be wanting the winner of um, who is Ryan Garcia versus Barrios. Rollie is out on the Haney fight. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Before we move on, I'm gonna say yeah, because as we can see, PBC is gonna continue to play keep away with Devin Haney. They don't want to offer up any of their fighters. I guess we can see with good reason. Especially if there's adequate testing and on a 50-50 playing field, you pretty much giving up your belt. I mean, we see what happened. I mean, Regis, what happened? Haney, Eddie Hearn offered Regis to Haney. That was a belt. Cambosis offered his belts up. He got those. Um, now we looking at Brian Norman Jr. But shout out to Jolene Mazone and Adrian Clark and Top Rank. They did a hell of a job. I mean, that's a lucrative payday to be in position for. So, I mean, you can't really be upset. I mean, because you got your young champion a payday that only he was gonna get if he was fighting a great fighter. You know what I mean? Somebody that had backing. So I think the next fight is gonna be a hella big fight. Whoever it is, if it's Lewis Crock in the UK, shout out to Mark. I think it should be Rolly, but he's gonna choose Pac-Man. Um, Outside of that, yeah, the Ryan Garcia Barrios fight,
Is
that's gonna be a big fight for the 147.
is Barrios
So
with the P?
147 is lit, man. 147 is popping just like that. Just that quick. 147 is going to be the most talked about division. Rolly, Pacquiao, Ryan Barrios, Devin the
Yeah,
Dream Haney, and
and that
hopefully he'll get a in between fight, a February fight. I don't really want to see Devin have to sit out the ring 5 months, 6 months. I feel like he should be able to come back really soon, provided that Turkey, like I said, Turkey had that right opponent.
he should defend his
You know what I
belt
mean?
against
Okay,
Tiger.
Cam said Rolly versus Pacquiao January 26th. Uh, nice. Cam said he been reporting that for months. It's in the play lit. Shout out to my brother Cam J, always working. Make sure y'all lock in with him. Definitely.
I got a question.
Listen,
Now we
how my
keep talking
audio
about
coming through?
Roly.
Everybody can hear me?
We
Yeah, I
good.
can hear
Hey,
you.
what
Or
did
am I over here just
Pacquiao beat?
talking?
What did Pacquiao beat
I,
him?
I see
What did
Coach
Pac?
Eddie off mute, so maybe y'all don't hear me.
Y'all can
I
hear you.
hear. We can
Yeah.
hear you.
You hear you loud and clear, Playboy.
If Pacquiao beats Roly, now we got another conversation. Now,
Oh my God.
Oh
see,
yeah.
that's the beauty about boxing, man. It's the land of
And
the unknown.
if he do beat him, he gotta beat him good. He gotta sleep him.
Man, I was wondering why y'all was so quiet, man.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying, ain't Barrios with the PBC though?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Louis the Cubist.
So Devin probably want Ryan to win that for sure. Then I guess. Why they you
Oh,
don't you don't think
1000%.
you don't think
I
Barrios
don't
will
know if the
fight Devin?
PBC is playing keep away though, because you got to
Yeah,
remember Devin
Hell no.
Haney just got finished fighting. Ryan, Rolly Romero, and
Oh, there's a
yeah,
bad
Ryan and Rolly
feedback.
Romero. They haven't fought since May 2nd, so they trying to get a fight right now. Devin probably going to
yeah.
take a couple of months off before they get in before he gets back into the getting into the gym again.
He just won his title. He's gonna take his little victory lap. He probably gonna get back in the gym somewhere around. He probably do a contract like somewhere around May. He probably get a contract done in May.
AD free, do you think that Tiger Johnson is ranked high enough to get a title shot versus Devin? You heard me? I can't hear nothing. You hear me, TL?
I hear you, baby boy. Go on and cook.
So like, do you think Tiger Johnson ranked high enough to get a title shot versus Devin Haney?
Um,
Well, that's not
according to
title
what I
holding
was
up.
told, all you got to do is be in the top 15. I thought you had to be in the top 10, but they say all you got to really do is be in the top 15. So if he's top 15, he definitely can get it. I don't think that'll be the fight for Devin because that's a top rank. That's a top rank opponent right there. I think what it possibly could be is the next fight for Norman because at one time they was trying to. You remember they were trying to push Santillan, and Santillan lost to Norman, so that kind of derailed that push. Then they started getting behind Norman because Norman had the belts, but now that they've been alleviated of those belts, I'm not so sure they don't see if that he's one of the people that they at that division they're gonna whittle out because they got to get rid of some. They got to trim some of the fat, and I've noticed that that's the move that most of these promotional companies make. They trim the fat by letting them fight their ways and see who. All right, we're gonna push this one. We're gonna push that one. So I'm thinking that they might be in line for Tiger because Tiger was once that
I
dude.
mean,
They was trying to find out whether or not he was gonna stay on roster. And then he went in there and he absolutely destroyed Nicholas Fly, so which was a
See
quality
that?
win.
That
Huh?
makes sense. That makes sense. It's just like, but if I'm Devin and Bill, what I would want to do with if I was like with them, I would want to fight Tiger Johnson instead of letting Brian Norman get that fight, because this would be the perfect time to fight him. Like he should take the fight at the shot at the title, and he's still just green enough where you should be able to beat him, and he's still going to be able to come up. Like his name's still going to be able to come up. Like him losing to Devin right now wouldn't destroy his career, and I think Devin he could beat him right now just by off of experience alone, and then that make you look good with your career moves because he been making moves that actually do look good for his legacy. Like even this last fight with Brian Norman and certain stuff he was doing at 135, fighting Ryan. Like right now, he could defend because they always complain about champions not defending their titles. So like defend versus Tiger, a good young up and coming fighter. Defend one time against him, then go and get another belt, like
No,
from
absolutely.
Barrios.
I think I'm gonna say the danger in that it's not. It's just from a perception because I think that's a competitive fight. I think from here on out, any fight that Devin gets into is going to be somewhat competitive because he generally don't get his guys out of there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a competitive fight. It's based on style matchup. You got another
Yeah.
long rangy guy who's going to let his hand. The biggest thing with Devin, you cannot allow him to tie you up. If he ties you up, you're cooked. You're finished. You know, that's
So
the biggest thing. People have to know that. Do not allow this man to wrap you up, tie you up. Don't fall into your shots. You know, I went back and I counted the clinches in that fight. I'm gonna tell you what Brian Norman messed up at. He fell into a pattern,
you gotta
and
let us know
I'm
how
not
many
saying
clinches first, coach.
it was like 70 plus, but he fell into a pattern. He fell into a pattern. And I'm not saying that Devin Haney initiated all the clinches. Brian Norman initiated some of the clinches also. So it was more, in my opinion, it was more like 60-40 initiation clinch Devin, but Brian Norman did cause a lot of them clinches himself. But Brian Norman fell into a pattern where he allowed the referee to break the clinch up instead of trying to fight out of it. And once you set a precedent that you're not going to fight out of the clinch, the referee's not going to give you the opportunity to fight out of the clinch. And that's where he screwed up at. And
Brian was
it was
he, but
repetitive, clinch, repetitive. It was like 70 plus clinches. You know what I'm saying? That's
Brian
part
was
of his.
he was
Go ahead.
clinching himself though a lot.
That's what I
Like,
said. That's what I said.
all
That's
right,
what I
all right.
said.
I'm like, after he got
Yeah,
right, he
nah,
was
Ja,
doing most
he
of the
definitely
clinching.
said that. He definitely said that.
My
And
I
bad,
said
my
that.
bad.
Yeah, I said Brian. He fell into a
He,
lot of them clinches. He was holding himself. I still think if Devin
yeah,
initiated
it,
about 60% of those clinches, and Brian did the other 40. But at the same time, that has always been a part of Devin Haney's game. Is to duck their head up under your armpit and wrap you up and spin you. He's been doing that for his whole career. You have to know that when you fight him. And he allowed the
did you?
referee to break the clinches up, and that's where he screwed up at. Is break the clinch up, reset. Break the clinch up, reset. Devin was
Yeah,
looking at the
did
time clock. When he was in the clinch, Devin hold his head up, look how much time was on the clock, and keep doing it. Bill Haney
yeah.
said, eat the clock up. Bill Haney himself said, eat the clock up. You know
Did
what
you
I'm saying? He
see
said
how
it in the corner.
Devin
You heard
was?
him say it.
How Devin, like
And let
the
me say
ref
this
was
real quick
trying
while I
to.
got a little audio. I'm not sure if y'all heard me earlier. Salute to my brother Cam J pulling up, showing love. Appreciate you, Cam. He said Tiger Johnson going the IBF route. I like to hear that. Hopefully he can get that Lewis Crocker fight. But it's just Patty Donovan and Liam Pardo. They in position right now. They trying to fight for the number one spot at 147 for the IBF for Lewis Crocker. So Tiger, I think Tiger, that's a good route for him right there. You know, to get to a title.
well, and to mention just what Coach Eddie said, just what Carrier and Cam was saying, that'd be honestly going and fighting Tiger Johnson would be a step back for Dev. You know, he into making big money for his fights. That's not a big money fight. So, you know, it's not a fight that, you know, they're going to be actively pursuing. It's a good fight. I think it's a good fight, man, but I don't think it's the fight that makes the most sense. And I mean, I agree with Coach Eddie said too. You got to show the ref that you're not accepting the clinch. And usually Norman is good about that. He's not really accepting clinches in his fights. But hey, man, credit to Deb, bro. Deb shook his whole game plan, and that knockdown was the beginning of the foundation of tearing down whatever game plan they had in place. And from that moment, not only did he suffer the knockdown, I think his pops suffered the knockdown as well because it just whatever they had planned on doing and communicating throughout the course of the fight, that went out the door. And
Yeah,
it was written on your boy's face in the ring, and you know afterwards, when he first came back to his corner after that knockdown, man, the advisement he got set the tone for the rest of the fight. Oh, you got to get his ass back now. Come on, man. What type of stuff is that?
nah, and that's what Pops had to offer in that corner, cause he got a history of getting knocked out himself. So like, what you gonna be able to tell your son when he get in that same type of trouble?
Hey, you
That
on
was a
Savage time today, huh?
that was a question. No, I'm saying that was a question that was posed before the fight. We was talking
But I
about
mean,
it. Like,
look at
if
Bomac.
he,
Bomac has a terrible boxing record, but he's a good coach.
yeah, but we was talking about Bill and Norman Senior. If they son get in trouble, who was going to be able to provide the corner advice? But y'all was overlooking that. Like, let's be real. If he got knocked out that many times, then that'll probably be his type of advice if his son in that situation. They just basically do the same thing to get you knocked out in the first place.
I can tell you what I would have said, but a lot of times I'm gonna tell you like it's like the Family Feud, man. When you work in the corner, and you know you can answer all the questions right when you're sitting at home on your couch, man. But when you get up there in that light, it's different. It's now you under the lights, and I understand exactly what you're saying. Now I can sit up here, I can play Monday. I would have said that you need to stop falling in. You need to keep your arms close to your body and stop slinging wide shots, giving the guy an opportunity to put the underhooks on you.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was the biggest determining factor outside of the knockdown, and of course the occasional the jab, the snapping the jab and popping his head back and busting his nose, and the embarrassment that went along with it is that he allowed
The clinch work killed Brian Norman Jr. The inability to fight on the inside, was that a part of his game that he needs to shore up? He needs to learn how to fight on the inside better. So now he sees where his deficiencies are, which is inside fighting. Devin Haney's not a great inside fighter. He's not a great inside fighter. Brian Norman Jr. is not a great inside fighter. So inside fighting is an art. Now, to me, Abdullah Mason stole the show, in my opinion. I like Abdullah Mason. I think that's the type of fighter that I like. Not saying that I dislike Devin Haney, but I like Abdullah Mason. I like Abdullah Mason.
You saying you like Abdullah,
Yep.
and you preaching to the choir, like where everything he did when it came to that, like that fight. Oh, that was beautiful. That's a real throwback fighter right there. Like he wanted to do that. He chose to do that. He didn't have to, and he persevered through that. Like that was beautiful, and his opponent was perfect for him. That's what I thought was going to happen for him. Like he was going to be able to show off. Um, and I look forward to seeing what he going to do next. And he took some tough body shots in that fight, and he ate it. He went through it, and he still came out on top.
Right. But we also gotta say in that fight, hey, who's gonna fight Sam Noakes next? Because Sam Noakes showed that he's a rough, durable
Zapata.
individual. Hey, maybe that would
I
be a
don't
good
want to
fight.
see.
That would be a good fight. Zapata versus Sam Noakes, that would be a
Yeah.
good fight.
Not though, but like, damn, I feel like Zapata, he gonna have it. He gonna have
Man,
it.
Zapata gonna have his hands full. He get in the ring with
Yeah,
Noakes, man. Noakes ain't no joke.
yeah.
That dude can take a punch and he can deliver one.
I mean, if Shakur not coming back down to 135, if he is, I would want to see him fight Noakes because I believe he could beat Noakes too, and that'll set up the Abdullah versus Shakur fight.
Hey,
Facts.
Shakur, better look out for the Abdullah. All
Exactly.
them
I'm gonna
guys
tell
better
you,
look out for Abdullah.
Devin better look out toward food too, because I'm gonna tell you, Abdullah Mason's like a dude in the gym that you like 8 years older than. And then eventually Devin Haney's gonna be 35. And guess who's gonna be 29? Abdullah Mason. And you're
See,
gonna be
Devin
staring down the
said
face. You're gonna be staring down the face of that youngin. He's gonna be ready to do something to you.
Devin said he got future fights with Abdullah though. That's why I'm like, I feel like Devin would be perfect time to fight somebody like Tiger Johnson, cause we see that Devin not afraid to take a pay cut for his legacy. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he get paid enough, I feel like he'd take a fight, especially if he want to stay active and he want to stay busy. And he said
Hold
he
on,
got
when my
future.
audio coming through, Josh?
Now it is. I ain't hear you the whole time though. Before that,
Hold on, Coach. Hold on, Coach Eddie. How many years is gonna take you before you put Abdullah in with Devin Haney?
How old is Abdullah Mason right now?
21,
21, and Devin's what, 27 or 28?
27.
I think he's
All right, so you got a 6-year difference. So I say Devin Haney will probably be 32. And I probably wait till Devin Haney got about 32. By about 4 or 5 years. About 4 or 5 years, he'll be ready. That way he can grow through the weight class. But right now he's 35. He's a 135 pounder. You know what I'm saying? If Devin's still at 147 in 4 or 5 years, I like that fight. Let's get it on.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: Abdullah Mason versus Shakur Stevenson at 135 for a unification. Well, how does that fight play out?
Man, I like that fight. I like that fight right now, to be honest, man. That young man, I like him, man. That kid right there, bro, he gonna give you what you're looking for, man. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur better pack a lunchbox fighting with that kid, man. You know, of course, you're gonna favor Shakur right now, but he better pack a lunch.
It's gonna be interesting to see because now everybody got Jay Prince. Everybody signed to Jay Prince, so everybody all family now. Now we was all family before, but now we got paperwork to let everybody else know that didn't know we family. So we probably just gonna beat everybody else up, right?
I don't know.
So
Abdullah said he sound like he ain't with that though. He said he want to fight them. He
he
want.
ain't with it, but listen, when he with Jay Prince, so it gotta make
I
sense
know.
for him business wise. You know,
Yeah,
he not
I
man.
going
mean, they could get money and still fight each other and get paid. It's
and they
all
can
in
get money
I
house.
with
hear
some
I hear
other
you, Ja.
dudes too. That's why they gonna move him around.
I hear you, Ja.
Man,
But
I
what he's
hope they
saying is
don't do
true,
that,
man.
man. I know,
Jay
like
Prince ain't about to sacrifice his business like that,
I
man.
hope they don't do that, man. They need to fight. Go ahead.
Nah, I hear you. It should be a fight,
Hey, listen, Keyshawn
but
Shakur, they said 100 million they'll fight. So I'm just saying, for Jay Prince, I'm not saying it's gonna take 100 million to get Abdullah versus Shakur, but it's gonna take a hefty payday,
yeah, it
a
is.
hefty one.
I
I
believe
would
Everybody
want,
get broke.
it's
I
going to
would
take a
want,
hefty,
I would
it's
want
going to take a hefty
Shakur
payday for
and
Shakur. But see, the thing is, Abdullah Mason had responded to what Shakur said. Shakur said the young man need to pump his brakes. He's still young. That man Abdullah Mason said, "Who's saying that? It's him that's saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm on the same level as all of y'all guys. All y'all champions, I'm on the same level as y'all. I got a belt just like y'all got a belt.
yeah.
Abdullah Mason want all the smoke. He want all the
That's a
smoke.
fact.
He don't care who it is.
No, I agree with that, Free. I just think that I mean, I just given what I've seen from Jay Prince, bro, they be in the dark and he makes all the moves. And
But he a
I don't
genius
think
with
that's
it
a
though.
move he
He a
wanna
genius
wait.
with it. T Hill, he been doing it for years.
For sure, for sure.
They're going
And
they're going
all
to end up
types of
they're going to
shady
end
and
up getting
corrupt stuff happens
Hold on,
sometimes.
T Hill.
they're
I
going to
gotta
end up
ask you
getting out of
this.
that contract with Jay Prince. Watch what I tell you. If Jay Prince blocks them from trying to unify with Shakur or get these other guys that signed under Jay Prince, they're going to end up getting out of that contract with Jay Prince. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
like
gonna be
so,
honest. They're gonna have to get away from Bob too, because Bob don't want. I know Bob probably don't want him to fight Shakur, especially not after that Sam Noakes performance. But let me ask you this, T Hill. Um, Keyshawn Davis coming back to Naheer Albright. Is that a good look? And what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's a look that, he gotta clear the cobwebs for one. Now your Albright is I know Kerry are not gonna agree with it, but he's a very good talent, and on top of that, he's a professional. He's a pros pro. So you gotta work to get the victory. And on top of that, it gives you a look for maybe a possible fight with somebody else. So I think it's a good look, man. Just him
I
coming
don't
back is a good look.
I
Tell
don't
you the
like it.
truth.
I don't like it. We already seen him beat him. He already beat him.
He
That
struggled with
was
him though. He struggled
that
with
was
him.
that was the dude that he beat, and they took the fight from him because he popped dirty for marijuana when the fight was over. When the fight was over, they found out he had marijuana in the system, so they took the fight from him. But he already beat him. It's not like the dude he lost to the dude, or it was either a discrepancy of who won the fight.
And Dondrick
I'd
Dog,
rather
salute,
him
salute to
I'd rather
Dondrick
him fight
for putting.
somebody else at 140, not Albright.
I think that's his safest fight, and it's like a redemption because, like,
He
yeah,
could have fought Frank Martin. He could have
they
fought
could
Frank.
want, they could want 100 million, but like you messed your money up. You ain't about to get 100 million to fight Shakur because you shot yourself in the foot.
You could have got Frank Martin. Frank Martin been out of the ring. That's a tune up for Frank
That's
Martin.
not that
And
that ain't that's dangerous though to me.
I would
More
have loved to
dangerous.
see that
But
fight
they got,
more
yeah,
so though.
they ever gonna
And
do it.
Albright just beat his big brother
Keyshawn
up
versus Shakur.
though. So
but
it's like
he beat Albright up before Albright beat his brother up.
He
He already
beat him,
beat
but
him.
I don't think he beat him up though. I thought it was a good fight.
I mean,
I
it was a
thought
good
Albright
fight
made him
anyway.
work.
But he beat him. It's not like
It was
Now you
kind of
right.
a
You right. He did
give and
beat him.
tuck fight.
it just like it's more in it
Oh,
for
man.
him to fight Albright because it's a redemption when it come to Albright. And Frank, he been waiting. He been sitting there hungry.
it's a
Ain't no
redemption for
telling.
Albright.
Frank Martin,
It
I
ain't.
I
Frank
think
Martin
that
fighting to fight on the 6th.
I think that'd be yeah. He about to fight on the
Now,
roach card, roach and
what
pitbull.
happens? What happens? He go in there, he lose the Albright.
Right.
That's
But
bad news.
Keyshawn,
That's what I'm saying. That was a nip and tuck fight.
man,
I wouldn't come right back to him, Josh.
if he mentally right, ain't no way he should lose to Albright. Honestly,
I
like
ain't gonna say no way.
Keyshawn,
That nigga,
Because
he
Albright
that
was
Albright, man.
Albright was putting hands and feet on him the first time. I mean, Keyshawn won that
Yeah,
fight.
he gave him all he could handle.
he,
He for sure
yeah,
did.
yeah, but I feel like Keyshawn,
Salute
it's
to the
like
beautiful NTB.
he up there on that level of Shakur, but mentally he might not be.
You
Like
you you you.
he might not be focused and disciplined, but he the same Olympic type of caliber type of fighter as Shakur to me.
I
So
don't know about that one.
if he really locked in, then he could beat anybody with he got that type of defense, he got that speed, and he got maybe more punching power.
He got more punching power. He got speed, but he's not locked in with the defense. His defense is suspect. He gets hit a
He
lot of times. He gets
Yeah,
hit a
I
lot.
feel like that's because mentally though he don't be all the way focused. But I
I
feel
mean,
like he got it.
that's for his whole career then, because he's always been getting hit a lot.
And then
That's for his whole career.
he locked in with Shakur, like Shakur's big bro, when he really should have been training to beat Shakur one day. Like how Abdullah, he his own,
He's not.
like he don't
He's
need
not
no
fighting
big
him.
bro. Yeah. So like
He's
I
not.
feel like Keyshawn went the wrong route when it came to like, why you doing this buddy stuff? Like keep on practicing on your craft where it'd be better if you learned it from Bud and he helping you grow.
I just
Cause
said
you
that, and I just said what y'all said about Jay Prince. This man Keyshawn just signed with Jay Prince. He fired his old manager and signed with Jay Prince. He ain't fighting no
yeah.
Shakur no time
Nah,
soon.
yeah, I agree with that. Just like I thought that was a move by Shakur for control, like a power move. And I thought it was
By
like a
Shakur.
passive. Like Shakur big bro and little bro and Keyshawn, I thought that was like a strategic power move because I think if Shakur would fight Keyshawn,
So you telling me you think that Shakur told Keyshawn to go sign with Jay Prince?
he probably has something to do with it. Yeah.
I believe that too. Shakur doing the same thing Floyd did with Errol Spence and Adrian Bronner. He tried to be friends with them dudes so that way they won't try to get no smoke with him, man.
And if he do get smoked, he got the edge on him. Like if they do want to fight here, I believe Shakur would fight Keyshawn, but he had an edge behind the scenes. Like I think that's what the whole buddy thing was all about to me. Like, oh, we friends, we ain't gonna fight. Like y'all both got belts at 135 though, and y'all ain't gonna unify after all the trash y'all be talking about legacy and all of that.
Man,
Like that looked bad on y'all.
them dudes ain't doing that. They had belts at 135. You saw what happened with that one. One guy said, "I'm moving out of the weight class." The
And they
man
already planning on doing that at 140 without even getting a belt.
that
But
man
like
missed weight on purpose.
I believe Richardson Hitchens is a fight Keyshawn right now. I believe
And
Gary Russell. I believe
fact.
he'll fight Keyshawn right now, even
That
though
man ain't
Keyshawn don't
fighting
got a
I
nobody
belt.
thought
right now.
Keyshawn moved up to 140. I thought he couldn't make 135. He
Those
blew
fight
the
Keyshawn has
weight.
moved up to
He
140.
is
That's
at
why
140.
Nahir
He
Albright
is
is
at
in
140.
position with
He
the
ain't at no
WBO
35.
at 140.
He at 140.
Y'all gotta check that
Yeah.
for me. I think Nahir Albright
So
wanna let me just check his ranking real quick. I'm driving, I'm moving around, but let me just say this while I got audio. So to the beautiful Angie pulling us, showing love. Appreciate you, Angie. And then hey y'all, we working. Let me pull up Nahir real quick. Let me see. Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, you said let me pull up Nair real quick. We waiting for you to pull him up.
I'm gonna pull up. No, I'm gonna pull. I gotta pull up.
See, he'll be
Hold on.
smooth, laid back for
Let me. I want to pull up the
real.
No,
You
I'm
page
just
real
being
always
quick.
respectful, Ja. You know what I'm saying? The nigga tell me
that's
to
your
hush up. Let
natural.
me go on and do something. I hush up.
That's your natural way. Like it just everything sounds smooth and laid back. And peace and blessings to you too. I see you the other day on here. You look like you was going through something though, but I ain't have a chance to like send my blessings to you. I hope everything working out for you in life.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, Josh. Same to you, baby boy.
So,
All right, man. Let me do my thing. Every time I do it, I do my thing. All right, let me do this real quick.
Aircraft right though. Bud and Sean Porter fought, and they was friends, and they ain't stopped being friends after they fought. And Bud took the
Let me
belts.
make sure it's not
Yeah,
no
but the
nasty
difference is
work
they were
going on.
signed to different promotional companies and different managers. That's the
Let me
difference.
tell you how nasty this. Let me tell you how nasty this is right now. Now here, Albright is not in the top 15 for the WBO at 140. He's not in the top 15 for the WBC. Uh, the WBA or the IBF. None of them. Now,
None of them. None of them.
none of them. So
That's
that's
what.
a
And
Dang.
that's
he
that's
got off fighting Frank Martin. Frank Martin got a bigger name than Albright.
Nah, but you get to promote it
damn.
differently with Albright, and it should be a safer fight. Cause obviously Albright don't got the same like backing as a Frank Martin, the same support system. Like Albright just somebody from the bottom who just get, he just fight.
Yeah. So what you said is no money in it.
I mean, I don't know how they gonna work their money
He
out.
gonna sell. He gonna
Keyshawn
sell
can
in
make,
Norfolk. He gonna sell out in
yeah,
Norfolk. He gonna sell
Keyshawn
out in
could.
Norfolk.
He don't need, a name opponent to make his bread.
That's
But
easy work.
there's gonna be money in it because they got the family feud thing going on with it. Like he fought his brother, they already fought. Then they had the little tiff after the fight, and that messed up Keyshawn bag. So it's like he coming back for all of that.
I
And then
guess. I don't know.
It's Philly, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that where Albright from?
No. Yeah, Albright's from Philly. Yeah, he's from Philly.
So they just gonna be lit just off of the strength of that. And all the rah-rah that was going on with them saying that they banked them in the locker room. Remember they said they banked Albright, and it's a lot of that. But you right though. The more integral move would be to fight somebody like, I don't even know though. I would want to fight Albright if I was Keyshawn and he beat my brother and I had a chance to fight him. I would want to fight Albright before I fought Frank Martin. Why not?
I hear that. I will agree with that if I hadn't fought him before. But I had already fought him and I beat him. I would tell my older brother, who he's my older brother, I was like, hey, dog, you gotta go fight that dude again. I beat him and you lost to him. You gotta go fight him again. That's what I would be saying. Me as the big brother, my little brother beat him. I fought him. I lost him. I be trying to get my lick back. I'm like, hold on, my little brother beat this dude. I gotta go back and fight him again. I wouldn't be trying to have my little brother go fight him. I'd be trying to go back and fight him again. And
Well,
Frank Martin
I
pulled up on Keyshawn. Was like, what's good? I heard you talking. Let's make it happen.
remember that.
Keyshawn ain't never tried to make that fight.
I remember that. There was history there. My man was talking heavy, and Frank Martin checked the temperature. The temperature was mild that day. I'm gonna say this. I figured that he would be going against Albright, but I figured it would be after Albright fought your boy Tio and possibly relieved him of those belts so they can get it back and then run the family angle, the family feud angle as Ja was talking about. But if it's straight into it, I would rather him be in there with Frank Martin Both of them coming off some time off. One of them coming off a loss in the ring, the other one coming off a loss before he even got in the ring. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of dynamics that they can play with to promote this fight. But it is boxing, and boxing has a certain way that it moves, and this follows the pattern sometimes. So yeah, unfortunately, it's still probably gonna be the fight that we get. I think that Wu Shiesty is still a dangerous threat for somebody who is not on top of their game. So he gonna have to be on top of their game. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long night for him, like it was the first night. And hopefully after that, we'll get some fights.
Who we talking, T Hill? We talking can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
That's his name
We
now,
talking
Yeah,
Wu
we in
Ryan
for.
Shiesty?
versus Devin rematch?
Nah, boy.
No, well, the Ryan Devin rematch are absolutely mandatory. I believe Free was right in this current climate right now. If we're talking that division, that's the fight. That's the fight. Only thing I would disagree with is that if Tank is in the picture, Tank is the bigger fight, period. And
1000%. We in full agreement. But let me ask you this. Based on what you've seen from Devin, does he win the rematch?
I believe if Devin can come in there and continue to do what he did and to work on those things that he do struggle with, because I agree with what Cloudboy said. There's still some things that he do that he still is doing that, unfortunately, Ryan, the way his skill set is, it works to his strength. But in that fight, when Devin wasn't getting hit, knocked down, he was winning the fight. So, he clearly can win the fight. He clearly has what it takes to win the fight. He definitely knows how to. And it'll be at a bigger weight, too, so it's not much of a drain on him. And that's for both of them, too, because both of them bigger dudes. So it's not a drain on both of them. Now, Ryan got to come in that fight ready to fight. He wasn't ready to fight Dev. He just was fortunate he landed some punches. Dev was winning the fight other than that. So if he going to come in there with the right frame of mind, Devin going to have a light day with him. But if he do come prepared to fight, I believe it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. And it's going to be a battle of styles and wheels. And, one thing I can say is your boy Dev, he got a strong will. He going to need it if they at their best in the ring. It's a hell of a fight.
Can I add on to that? Hello?
Yeah.
Man,
Go ahead, bro.
stick with us.
So look, I feel like Ryan was overrated in that fight too, though. Like I don't know about the drug. I still don't know about the drug cheating thing, but I know that he didn't make weight, and I know Keyshawn just was penalized for not making weight. But how big was Ryan in that fight, and how how explosive he was in the very beginning. It looked like he ain't make weight and he was just able to have that advantage in the fight. Like what if he have to be disciplined? Because I feel like we did see the best Ryan versus Tank, not because that was his best weight advantage, but that was when he really got in shape for that fight. So he was explosive like that whole fight, but Tank was just outsmarting him, outmaneuvering him. But when he was that explosive with Devin, it was only temporary, and it was because he wasn't being disciplined. But what if he even got the motivation? Cause he had the motivation to discipline himself when he was fighting Tank, cause he was really wanting that fight real bad. But I don't think he really want to fight Devin though.
Hey, I don't know why not. It gets to prove that you wasn't a cheat. On top of that, man, it's a big fight. It's a fight people want to see. And it's a lot of people say he didn't win that fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and with all the knockdowns that took place,
No! Oh, shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh! Say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Okay, so with that drop right there, because you definitely hit me with that drop, dog. Next time, if I ever go too fast, dog, or I need to slow it down, play the other one when he in the car talking to the limo driver. That's hilarious, dog.
I gotta get that one too. He
But
going
yeah,
around them
I
curves
think
too
that
fast, nigga.
Dev dictated the fight for the most times. It's just only the spells where he got hit. You know what I'm saying? So Devin, yeah, I don't have a problem saying he can win that fight. You know, and you said Ryan wasn't right. Ryan ain't been right since that Tank fight, and I'm gonna tell you why. When he got that fight, who was out there in his corner after the fight was over? Mickey freaking
Right.
Tank and
Yeah.
Tank folks. Those are the only people that gave Ryan any kind of support or any kind of dap or any kind of thing. Nigga, his whole team shook on him.
Yeah.
Then he had some issues going on with his family. He had issues going on with himself. You can't be fighting yourself and fighting somebody like Devin Haney at the same time. Yeah, you know what? He came in not
Yeah.
compromised as much as your boy Haney because he definitely didn't adhere to the restriction and the limitation. So that's no matter how we look at it, that's an advantage. That's an advantage for him. He had an advantage going
Yeah.
in because he didn't have to cut as much weight. Two, you know what I'm saying? There is the speculation of the Osterine and Nandrolone and all kind of other things. So those things, they worked in his favor, especially the weight coming in at the weight, because that's a proven. That right there is definitely guaranteed that it's a benefit. You ain't got to cut that much. So he going if he's gonna get in that ring with Devin, he gonna have to be disciplined. Because if he ain't disciplined, he's not gonna walk out that ring with the victory. And that much I can
And
stand on.
and you probably sound like you probably care more about him taking that fight than he do. Cause Ryan known for like not giving a damn. Like, who's to say he really give a damn about proving to anybody that he didn't cheat or any of that stuff?
No, I think Ryan Garcia has a personal vendetta against Devin Haney, and you're always going to get an amped up charge Ryan Garcia when he fights Devin Haney. You expect to see the most dangerous Ryan Garcia when they do rematch. Expect that. Second of all, this Brian Norman Jr. fight, it helps Devin in the sense that it gets him prepared for the ambushes. That's what he was susceptible to when he fought Ryan Garcia, that Ryan Garcia would ambush him and catch him and hurt him. And he was able to nullify because Brian Norman Jr. tried to do the same thing. He tried to ambush Devin Haney, but he couldn't catch up to him. So this Brian Norman Jr. fight was a great. I'm not gonna call Norman a tune-up, but it is a tune-up in the sense that it's gonna help Devin Haney going forward because you literally had to be on point. Devin Haney was switched on from round 1 to round 12 because he had to be. Because if one false move, he would have been picking himself up off the canvas. And shout out to him and shout out to the team because they knew that. And he was switched on. And he was able to, to stop the ambush that Brian Norman Jr. was trying. So at the end of the day, I think you'll see a better Devin Haney. Like I say, the Ryan Garcia fight made Devin Haney a better fighter
No
because of
doubt.
what he went through. It
I
made it
can't
better.
give I can't give Brian Norman the credit though. Again, like his ambush is preparing Devin for Ryan. I feel like is more capable athletically with his explosiveness at least than Brian Norman. I feel like we just giving Brian Norman too much that he ain't really shown yet. Like Ryan is athletic. Like that's what he's really known for, really, is just being really athletic of a fighter. Like, but we keep acting like Brian Norman is so much more athletic than Ryan. Like, I don't see it. Like I feel like Ryan is clearly more explosive and his ambush actually did work, even though like he didn't make weight and stuff. But like I seen that same explosiveness from Ryan when he fought Tank. It just didn't work on him. But Brian Norman is not that explosive to me.
But you also leaving out the fact that
freaking Ryan Garcia was depleted when he fought Tank Davis. Let's don't glaze over
No,
that.
I'm saying that helps
He
because
was depleted.
I'm
How that
saying he
help?
was
How the help you being
because
depleted?
no, it helped my point because he was a super explosive in that fight, more than Brian Norman has shown me. But we giving it Brian Norman the credit as being more athletic than Ryan, but I don't see that.
What
He might
every
have
fight that
more
you
tools in his
every
bag, but more athleticism. I don't see that though.
well, every fight that you have in your career, it helps and shapes and molds you. Whether it's an easy fight, whether it's a mediocre fight, or whether it's a hard fight. I mean, Floyd Mayweather always talked about the Drunken Master being one of his hardest fights, and this dude has a horrible record. But hear it out of Floyd's mouth, that fight helped Floyd because it was a hard fight. I'm not saying that Brian Norman was a
No,
hard
I
fight, but
agree with you right
it
there. Yeah.
wasn't an easy fight. It wasn't a cakewalk. Maybe y'all think that Devin Haney made it look like a cakewalk. To me, it was a
No,
somewhat competitive fight.
no,
To
I
me,
agree with it. Yeah,
you
that
know,
was definitely it helped him. He definitely get growth from this fight with Brian Norman. But like to Cam, I'm just saying that like Brian Norman is not somebody that I would see preparing Devin for an ambush coming from Ryan because it's just not as explosive. It's not close to me. I feel like Ryan is on another level when it comes to being able to ambush somebody because he's athletically gifted.
but now the jury is out on Ryan's now. Now it's time for him to prove himself, just like Devin had to prove himself because you just lost to Rollie Romero. And I'm not trying to shade Rollie Romero, but that was a fight. That was supposed to be the showcase fight for all purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Devin.
man. Yeah.
No, it was no. Let's
No,
don't
I'm
play
not
these
saying
games.
it to you. I'm
It
not
was
I'm
supposed to
not
be.
saying that to you. I'm saying aircraft talking about
Oh, okay, my fault.
I ain't never say I beat Big Baby up in sparring, y'all. I did say I think Tank could beat AJ though. So what?
Yeah, he could beat his kneecaps up, I guess. So yeah, we want to you want to go there, I guess. So
That's just a
that
short joke. That's a short
no,
joke
I'm
though.
being that's crazy though, man. That dude come up to that dude freaking navel, man. Like literally, bro. What you talk? How's he gonna hit him in
Barrios
the
Barrios got
head?
stopped.
Bro, this dude is
Barrios got
6'6". Tank
stopped.
is 5'4", 5'5", respectively, man. I don't want to
I'm
have
just
this
saying.
conversation because it's asinine. This dude literally comes up to a little bit past this guy's navel, man. So it's a crazy conversation. But anyway, let's get back to the other
You
thing.
can't hit
No,
what you
I don't
can't.
want. I don't. Okay,
Let me
you
just
got
say
it, dog. You got it.
one
Tank will
thing
win. You
about
got it.
no,
Tank will
I ain't
beat AJ.
saying
I'm with
that.
you.
No, let me just say one thing about it. You can't hit what you can't see.
Okay, you got it, man. Tank beats
That's it.
AJ. Cool,
That's
no
all I'm
problem.
saying. You can't hit
I
what
got
you
you.
can't see, man.
All right, you got it, brother. You got it. You got it, bud. You got it. Tank beats AJ. Cool. Back to Devin and Rollie, man. I mean Rollie and Ryan. Ryan has something to prove. He got to show us that he can bounce back because you know what I'm saying. He came off he lost to Rollie. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the ball. He the one that fumbled the bag. Cause right now it wasn't even supposed to be Norman and Devin Haney. It's supposed to be Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia pissed the bed. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody, the microscope is going to be on him now. Can you beat Mario's Barrios? And
I think
I wouldn't be surprised if Mario beats Ryan, man.
I think Barrios is more skilled than Ryan. And he got more experience than Ryan. But I just don't think I think Ryan he got the youth on his side and he got the explosiveness like but other than that, Barrios got every advantage to me. His IQ higher than me. He got the experience with better caliber fighters. Uh and and then he's a more disciplined guy overall.
Now the WBC, just to shift gears real quick, the WBC did their 14-day weigh-in weight check on Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach, and they said Roach is weighing more than Pitbull Cruz. He's heavier. You know, they fight next Saturday, right? Is it next Saturday or is it the 14th?
Yeah, I heard that Roach already done had fights at 140, or was that he already had fights at 135 before he fought Tank?
I think he did have a few fights, 35, 36, some odd number of fights. Cause long as it's not a championship fight, you can fight at a contracted weight, plus or minus three, you know what I'm saying? So he might have had some odd number of fights. But if Roach goes in there and he takes care of business on Pitbull Cruz, I think that's going to raise the interest that people want to see the rematch between Tank and Lamont Roach, especially if Roach goes
1000%.
out there and does a number on Pitbull Cruz, goes out there and washes him or beats him up. I think Pitbull Cruz is a tough guy. I don't see him stopping him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that kid take a good punch, to be honest, man. But he's a tough little cookie. But if he goes out there and does a number on him, then people are going to be like, now y'all guys got a common opponent. And not only that, you fought a bigger, stronger version of Pitbull Cruz. So now people are going to be really intrigued with the Tank Lamont Roach rematch.
Yeah, that's a huge fight. Lamar versus Tank rematch. I mean, any fight Tank is in is huge. The winner of that fight, but I also like Stephen Fulton versus Oshaki Foster winner for Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of options around it for Tank. Coach Eddie, how my audio coming through?
Nah, bro, we heard you. Everything you said was right on the money, man. I'm really interested in that fight, man. Like I say, Devin did his thing. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that was in that card this past weekend. Now we got Tank. I'm sorry, you got Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. Is Gary Russell fighting on that card too? Is he still fighting on that card? Or he
Nah, he ain't
fighting
get on
on?
this card, unfortunately. On
Is he
December
fighting on the
6th?
mic?
Nah, he not.
Is
Or
he?
the Jake Paul, AJ, no.
Dang, man, I want to see him fight, man. Man, they been doing my dog dirty, man. Man, I like Antoine. He ain't getting enough shots. He's not getting his opportunity, man. He ain't getting his just due, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's not getting his just due.
I'm in agreement with you. I
But
did hear
everything
about
that you
Lamont missing the 14-day wait, but that's. I think he hopefully he'll still make 140 for the title.
Yeah, man. Not bad. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I don't see Lamont missing weight, man. But I want to see this fight, man. And I hope I want Roach to go out there and do his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I want him to go out there and do a master class. I want him to punch on Pitbull Cruz. I ain't got nothing against Pitbull Cruz, but you know, I want Roach to do his thing, man. That way he can stay active
Yeah.
and even at the end of the day, man, like he said, don't even revolve your career around Tank, man. You make your own path, man. If a man want to fight you, he'll raise his hand, man. Right now, I think he got some bigger fish that he got to fry, some out of the ring things he got to take care of before he even
Yeah.
considers, getting back in the boxing ring. So Lamont Roach, you just got to keep moving forward, man. Try to make the best fights that you can. I think a good fight right there would be a very tough, intriguing fight would be Gary Antoine versus Lamont Roach. If they're able to make that fight at 140, after the pit,
He
provided he's
Lamont
able to
Roach
get
called
past
for that fight.
Pitbull. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a good matchup, man. That's some good smoke right there. It's a good fight, and that's when the cream is going to rise to the top. So we can see, and hopefully they can get in the
Yeah.
conversation and stop being left out of the 140-pound conversations. The guys like the
Well, the
Teofimo
situation is
Lopez.
this. I mean, we don't know if he gonna fight anybody. I mean, I'm hoping that he'll sign to fight Shakur, but Sabril is actually petitioning to keep his belt. I think they're saying that now he was in within the allowable limit for posturing in the state of New York. So this, I guess, the state of New York has a um, as long, I think he was under point one, so he's good, I guess, or whatever. So he's petitioning to keep the fight on with Dalton Smith. They should, and Cam J, let me know you got an exact day on it already, but we should know something within the next week or so, right? Going into December, if they're gonna fight in January still. So, I mean, what a sport! The sport of boxing, man. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. I mean,
Yeah, man.
but what we do want our athletes, we want to see our guys fighting, but we do want them to be on an even playing field.
No, I'm intrigued about that. So with this Ostarine joint with Cyril Matias, where did he say it came from? Did he provide some type of supplement or something that they tested to see, hey, this is where the stuff came from? Well, what's his excuse?
I gotta confirm. I gotta confirm. It's nasty work. Yeah, it's definitely nasty work. I'm confirming now, coach, but I'm sure they calling contamination and get off because they're saying the New York State Athletic Commission has an allowable limit that he was under. So they're gonna allow him to keep the belt, and then the Pitbull Lamont Roach fight is still gonna be for the interim title.
Nah,
Let me
that's crazy, man. That's some inconsistencies, man. Because the reason why I say that's a problem, you had an allowable limit, which means if they would have tested you maybe a little bit earlier, you may have been over the limit. So you doing something, man. You know what I'm saying? It could have just been working its way out your system, man. You see, it shouldn't be. I don't know, man. I don't really get into the science of all that. I don't know what all the thresholds and all that stuff is, man. Because that's the thing, man. These dudes be taking stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are getting in the ring, whether it's Victor Conti, Snack, or you taking
me
some
say this. Let me
THC.
read this off,
Yeah,
coach. It says that the amount found in his system was below the allowed level. Oh, that's an echo, coach. Let me say this real quick.
oh, my bad, my bad. Go ahead.
All right, it says the amount found in his system, however, was below the allowed level of zero point 0.1 nanograms per milliliter. Matthias levels came in at 0.085. Um, Upon this news, Matthias took to social media to proclaim his innocence. He said, "The day I tried to cheat, I become nothing in my life." That's what he said. I didn't hear anything specific, but it says Matias has been cooperative with the commission thus far regarding this matter and is subject to additional testing and review. The commission wrote previously the New York State Athletic Commission is aware that Mr. Matias, who is currently licensed, has received an adverse analytical finding from VADA concerning an out of competition test. The reported concentration was below the applicable threshold used by multiple jurisdictions, including Nevada, California, and New York. In accordance with Commission regulations, all licensees must comply with any medical examinations and laboratory testing required by the Commission, and the results of out of competition testing administered by VADA are appropriately considered when determining fitness to compete in New York State. Um, Let me see. As the matter is under review, no further comment may be made by the commission at this time. Should Matias be found guilty, he could suffer the same fate as Ryan Garcia. Um, that very commission overturned his victory. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that's what it is. What they're saying essentially is it's nothing, coach. He hasn't said anything specifically as to how it got in the system, why he failed the test. Um, Maybe it was he was taking something and then it was contaminated. That's more than likely what happened to him. It's unfortunate, but that goes with that comes with the sport. You know, these guys is taking supplements to optimize performance. So salute to my brother Dank pulling up. What's good, Dank? Salute, bro. Hey, we wanted the Haney versus Rollie in Vegas, but it looks like that they gonna move around Devin Haney. I mean, Norman Jr., shout out to him, shout out to them for taking the opportunity. And I mean, Rollie's going hopefully get a huge payday with Pac-Man. I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, that's a legend in the sport. I think that's a good route for Rollie. So it looked like Devin need to set his sights on Lewis Crocker. Hopefully, Turkey can bring Lewis Crocker to the table for Devin. That way, we can get a big fight in February. You know what I mean? You know, for
Absolutely, man. I think Floyd. I know that clip that they made about Floyd asking for the Devin and Rollie fight. That was an old clip, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that was a new clip. A lot of times, these people they'll put clips out,
it
but they'll
was.
be
You know
old.
that it was at 140.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was
So
he was
now,
trolling. He was joking. He was joking. But you know he gonna use it.
oh yeah. Well, one thing about Floyd though, I don't know if Floyd got it in for the Haneys. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you can feel some type of way, man. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the reason is, he feels some type of way. So I think he's gonna try to put a roadblock up, in front of that fight. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd got anything to do with it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
It would be nice if
so,
Pacquiao suited my brother Dank. It would be nice if we could get Pacquiao versus Devin Haney. I mean, Devin Haney, with all due respect, is looking like a future Hall of Famer, right? Some people would say if he retired today, they would put him in the Hall of Fame based on a resume, based on accomplishments up this far at the age of 27. So if anybody at 147 deserves the Pacquiao fight, is Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney versus Pacquiao. And because we haven't seen Devin get a stoppage, like I believe that was Coach Eddie was saying. So we haven't seen Devin step on nobody. Can he stop Pac-Man? Pac-Man just pretty much he went the distance with Barrios. They went a draw, but that was a good fight, competitive fight. Some people think he should be a champion right now, 147. So we'll see, man. I think it's gonna come a time like Ja was saying where Devin is gonna possibly need to get with Al Heyman and do some business because Devin Pacquiao, Devin Rollie, Devin Tank, those are the fights. So we'll see how everything play out.
yeah, I think the Tank Devin fight. I don't believe we'll ever get that fight. To be honest, I don't think that Devin should even pursue that fight. It should be the other way around. It should be Tank pursuing that fight because I think it's whack. I think it's weird for a bigger guy to pursue a fight with a smaller guy. It should be always be the other way around, in my opinion. You should be trying to move up, not a bigger guy calling a smaller guy to come up and fight. And I know it does happen, but that's just me, man. I think Tank is, he's a 135 pounder. He need to take care. He got plenty of smoke in 135. He need to take care of that business. And if he wants to move up and challenge Devin, Devin being the bigger man, then by all means, I'm willing to entertain that fight and accept the fight. But in the same thing with Devin, if he cleans up 147, he got a few options. He can stay at 147 and take on all comers. He can do like Bernard Hopkins, or he can challenge himself and go to the bigger neck of the woods, which was 154-pound fighters up in there, and that would be a more challenging proposition because now you got bigger guys, you got guys that are stronger, punch harder, physically bigger, and it's a different challenge right there at 154, especially fighting the top guys like the elite guys. Like you getting there with a Xander versus Devin. That's an intriguing matchup because now you got two boxers, and you're not going to be able to the little boy Xander. You know what I'm saying? Because Xander's a tall, rangy guy, got good footwork, knows how to work the jab. That's a interest. It's a boxer versus a boxer. And just based on the dimensions, a lot of times the dimensions makes a difference. You got a guy like, of course, if Boots still there, you got Boots versus Devin. That's an intriguing matchup. You got Virgil versus Devin. That's an intriguing matchup. Virgil being a tough guy, throw a lot of punches, knows how to fight on the inside. He's a solid, good all around fighter. So those type of fights,
you're not going to be able, in my opinion, you're not going to be able to squeak out. You're going to have to do a Dula Mason if you want to win those type of fights. In my opinion, because now you're dealing with some bigger, stronger guys who are going to probably be
Let me
looking at
say
you to
this,
pull you.
Coach. And shout out to my brother Cam. Now, Cam, there was reports that they was going to do an event in February. I think Turkey had a Riyadh season event. Now, Devin is going to need an opponent unless unless Devin is getting pushed out. Unless he's going to sit out. Devin look like he want to fight. So hopefully, if it's not Lewis Crocker, it's got to be somebody. It was going to maybe Jack Catterall. Now I'm asking my own question. It may be Jack Catterall for Devin. That ain't a bad fight, actually. That ain't a bad fight. I think the people, and that's good. That'd be good for the UK. Jack Catterall to get an opportunity to win a title. He's coming off a great stoppage. We'll get to see Devin Haney, go up against Bozy. Bozy and Bill will go up against each other. Devin Haney versus Jack Catterall. So, yeah, I think that's the fight, really. That's probably the fight we're going to get next. It's probably going to be on um, it's probably going to be the co-main or, it's going to be on big card. I think it's going to be on a big card. Hopefully they'll do it. Jack had a good stoppage, even though he had some shaky moments in that fight. But he is coming off a good stoppage victory. So we got to see. I want to see that fight. He's saying fight Stanionis. They want him to fight Stanionis. Now, Stanionis coming off getting stopped. So, no. I take that back. My bad. Stanionis got a fight in.
Yeah, both of those guys.
He did.
Perrin got a fight in also. So
Yeah,
both of those
Stanionis
guys
got
are
a fight in already.
coming off a win. Stanionis and
Yeah.
Perrin, they're coming off a win.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, man. That's going to be interesting. But listen, my audio about it. Listen, this was a great live. I just wanted to kick it with y'all real quick on a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Listen, D Freeze about to go live for the game, the Bears Eagles. So y'all, everybody head over to D Free Sports Talk. Make sure you subscribe. Shout out to everybody in the Sports Line Network, the People's Network. Shout out to my brother Cam pulling up today. Coach Eddie, appreciate you showing love, always supporting.
Yes, sir. All right, my
You
brother.
already
Stay
know.
safe out there.
All right, Coach, have a great weekend. We didn't even really get to talk about Ben Whitaker. Ben Whitaker got to fight somebody. But,
Yeah, he fighting tomorrow, man.
You going to check that fight out on the zone?
Yeah, for sure. I seen the weigh-in this morning, so yeah, everything look good. I'm ready, man. I like Ben Whitaker. We're gonna see what he can do, though. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna check the time. I'm gonna check the time on it, and I might mess around and do a fight chat for it tomorrow. That makes sense. I'm gonna check with BVO, see if he want to do one. If not, I'll run it on my show. We'll work. That ain't
All
no
right, my
thing.
brother. Yes, sir. Be easy.
All right, Coach. Peace. And listen, salute to everybody in the building working with us. What up, Dank? It should be Whitaker Yard. It should be next. Okay, I like that. I like that Whitaker versus Anthony Yard. What about Whitaker? Got to go through some levels, man. Eddie said they starting off at the bottom, so Whitaker probably gonna have to fight Aziz. I think he should fight Dan Aziz. Then he should fight Buwasi or probably Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying? He got to go through the levels, bro. But we might end up getting them beat. Y'all already know them. Some of them guys gonna be tough for. He can get past Aziz, but Hutchinson gonna be tough. Willie Hutchinson, and then we got Ezra Taylor. So the UK's 175 scene is looking fire. But listen, we're gonna be back, man. Like Cook Crack. Shout out to the Sports Bar Network, the People's Network. Appreciate everybody that showed love and pulled up today to tap the like, follow the channel. We definitely working. My audio about to go out. Let me run this, man, for the people, man. So y'all, I know everybody love this. Let me run it.
He got a lot of muscles, but muscles don't win fights at the high level. Of the best of the best, it don't matter how much muscles you got, how much power you got, I will show him. I'm levels above this guy. It don't matter what weight. We could do that 140, 145, 143, 47. It don't matter. I'm levels above him.
You ain't never The speed, the power, the IQ, the sharp. The man born for this moment. Devin Haney is the moment. What you got on my board? Get that flag. My hand. Oh, we coming. They said we ain't coming. We coming. Best believe we coming. That's right. Y'all think he can fuck with all this? He's watching the way he don't start. I can change, dog. People coming. Talk too much. Don't talk too much. Go one. Talk too much.
Alright, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers? You got to be soldiers, alright? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.